T. McCluskey presents Arcade Talk Live Stream. Welcome to Arcade Wars.
The show started yet? Oh no, the show's gonna start soon. Sorry guys, sorry. I dropped something on the floor before the show started. No guys, you didn't see nothing. No, I was not sniffing the carpet again. I just dropped something on the floor before the show started. But the show starts now. Welcome everybody to Arcade Talk Saturday edition. Hope you're having a great weekend. That's right, guys. We're going to do it. We're going to do the Arcade Talk show. Let's go. Let's get Papa Brad on here. See if he has a voice tonight.
All right. The original.
He's got
the
a
original
voice.
And the real Arcade Talk. Welcome to the show.
You got a voice tonight, man. You got a voice.
Man, I'm struggling by a thread, but I'm here, and I'm here.
Well, at least your voice sounds a lot better.
You know the best part about losing my voice was I got to have Laura Croft narrate my video. How cool is that?
Yeah, I saw the woman voice. I'm like, who's that?
Oh yeah. Papa is back. There's no keeping Papa down. So what's happening, T. McCluskey?
Not much, man. Not much. You see my new addition behind me? I got some chick on my pinball machine, man.
Do you?
You haven't seen it yet?
Oh my goodness. Is that Elvira?
That is Elvira, sucker. I got Elvira on my pinball machine.
Smoking. That is smoking.
That's my I did another video today of it. I'll premiere that a little later. I did
That's cool. You can never get too much. You can never get too much of Elvira.
No, man, she looks good on there, man.
Yeah, man, she's amazing. And her pinball tables are amazing too. Man, we got a full house tonight. We got a full house.
Who we got tonight, Pop Brad? Who we got tonight?
We got everybody here. We got Video Game Vegas. We got Jason Little Alien. We got Mikey Yoon. We got Dan Z. High Scores on Tap, one of my favorite channels, one of my favorite Ryzen channels.
PD7.
Welcome to the stream. High Scores on Tap. I hope you're playing against me in some Pinball M. You know what? You know what kills me? I missed Michael B's score by maybe a couple thousand points. I've been score chasing Chucky Pinball from
that tournament?
I'm in the tournament and I'm up there. I'm competing.
Nice.
But I'm working on it. I didn't know any strategy for the table, so I have to study the table a little bit and get better. But High Scores on Tap is playing his Pinball M in Gregory's tournament.
Nice. What's up, Ray? Ray's in here. Hey guys.
We got Marine 50. Welcome to the show.
Leo,
welcome.
There's Marine 50 there. Said Mikey in there earlier. Hobby Hands. Welcome, Hobby Hands.
Carl O. Can you believe I already started on the Carl O video? I'm excited about the next video I'm going to do for him for the game of the week. So I'll put some work into it.
Nice.
Mikey Yoon, what's happening? Full house. We got PD7. Walk and Talk King.
Dan Z says hello. Tim Kluski and Papa Brad.
Danny Johnson, welcome to the stream.
Welcome, guys. Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Anybody else get their pinball machines last couple days? Atgames pinball today. Hey, what's up to Die 4?
They're shipping them out. They're rolling them out.
Did I see something that they're starting to send out the emails for the pre-installed SSF kit from Wave 1? I thought I saw that earlier today.
We got Bobby
Boo. I didn't.
Papa Brad is Gorfing out. I love Gorf. It's one of my favorite games of all time.
Wave 3 pre-order emails ahead of schedule. Let's see. Is that the latest?
T. McCloskey, you know where Gorf belongs? On that Tron cab. That was a huge miss. How can you have a flight stick and not have Gorf? It has the perfect controls for Gorf.
Yeah, that's true, huh?
You know, I wonder if Mystery Encoder is going to make that happen. That would be something he could do. But I mean, Gorf and Tron are like, they would go together. That's a match, you know?
Yeah.
It's the right control set. I mean, how many games use a flight control joystick like that? There was Satan's Hollow, Gorf,
Tron.
just a few, Zaxxon.
Yeah, Zaxxon.
You know, they really need to group those games together because that Tron cab is a beautiful cabinet. We got the man of the hour, our benefactor of the tournament, of the champions, Gregory. Welcome to the stream. So I'm proud to be playing in his tournament, Chucky tournament, going on right now. I'm down, but I'm not out, Gregory.
Yeah, I was going to play that tournament, Chucky, man. I haven't got over there.
T. McCloskey, you're gonna have a little work cut out for you, but but you know what? Last time you beat my score, so
maybe I shouldn't have joined that.
Not too late. It's not too late.
It's too late,
there, man. It's all about competition. It's all about competition, and I love competition. You know, I want to play against the best players. You know.
No, I'm not it.
That's why I hang out with Nix. Nix is an ace. Like you might beat him on the first time he plays a game, but on the second or third time, he just gets really good and really quick.
So that's how you join Gregory's tournament.
Absolutely, come join the fun. Beat Papa Brad.
You could be on Steam, Xbox, PlayStation.
Beat Michael B. Beat Papa Brad. There's a couple YouTube people in there putting up some scores.
I'm not sure you can do Switch on that, can you?
I'm not sure. I would like to thank Gregory for hosting the tournament. We're having a lot of fun playing every week.
That's how you get into it right there. Pinball M. You look for Amused to Death, and then there's a code, and then Classic. You look for the mode Classic. Oh, it's a 7-day tournament. When did this start, Gregory?
Gregory, do you see how close my score is to Michael? I mean, I literally almost had him. It's like it killed me. Like last game I played, almost had him. So I'm getting better. I'm sharpening the saw. It's coming. Michael B, you prepare to get beaten. I'm going to beat him.
I know. My score says he has
still got time.
Flipper lag on the M part of Pinball M. Beat me won't be hard.
It's all about having fun.
Welcome to the tournament. So when did this tournament start, Gregory? Did it start yesterday? Okay. Started Friday and it goes for 7 days. Okay. So yeah, I got time then. I got time. What's up, San Juan? TM is too good. He doesn't want to embarrass everyone. There you go. That's what it is, San Juan.
Yeah,
that's
man.
It's Papa
Brad versus Michael B. But Michael B, this is one of his favorite tables. So to beat him in this is going to be a challenge. I know Michael B is a huge fan of horror games and horror in general. So this is one that he's really played a lot. So it's going to be a challenge to beat Michael B. So I don't know if I can do it, but I'm going to keep trying.
Jason says, Papa Brad Gaming. No, I just got a survey.
Oh, thank you, Jason.
SSF video and gave it 5-star. Nice.
I think I might have outdone the SSF video today. I did a good video today. T. McCloskey asked me how long it took to make that video. How long do you think it took to make my video I made today? The
gold leafs?
Yeah.
4 hours.
Keep going.
9 hours.
About that, yeah.
That's how long it took you to do the SSF kit.
It did. I'm just slow, man. I'm a slow learner. What can I say? It takes me a long time. But
I saw somebody.
It helps somebody out. If it helps anybody out at all, it was worth it.
I saw somebody post on Facebook today. It only took them 45 minutes to put the SSF kit in. I'm like, are you serious? It's like, no way. 45
Not
minutes.
everyone is the same level. Some people are auto mechanics, and some people,
just go in there and
some people got to go to Speedy Oil to get their oil change. You know what I mean? There's all different levels. I'm kind of an average Joe. I'm not terrible, but I'm not great either. I'm no B Kongs or us. But
Yeah,
I can mod. I can mod a little bit, but I'm not. It's not my forte. But I do enjoy doing it, and I always like to take my time. To me, that's one of the funnest things in this hobby is taking your time and taking something that's mediocre and making it excellent. You know what I mean?
I want to be fast, man. I want to be speedy.
Dude, you've done some mods. You've done a complete control deck rebuilds. You've done some stuff. Team McCloskey, you're not fooling anyone.
What do you mean not fooling anyone?
Dude, I watch your channel. I've seen some of the mods you've done. You've done all kind of crazy shit. You have.
Well, the gold leaf buttons that you did today, that'll be my first one for a pinball.
Yeah. It was
first mod.
It was my first time fooling with the gold leaf buttons.
And the switches.
Team McCloskey is the speed king. According to video game
if you win the tournament, you get McCluskey's Elvira poster. You ain't getting that. It's a dust collector.
I don't think so.
Dust collector. Dust cover. That's a Stern dust cover, man. $80. I thought it was worth it, man. Thought it was worth it. Even though it's a Speed King, I don't think I'm a Speed King.
You know what's crazy is Pinball Arcade had the Elvira, the Bally games. That's what's missing in the whole, unless you do VPX. Of course, you could play the Bally games of VPX, but man, I wish that Zen could get those Bally games. Those are some good games that they're missing.
Yeah.
But no one's been able to get them since Pinball Arcade had them. So I don't know what the deal is for those games. Yeah. They had a couple of those games that were great, like Elvira, Scared Stiff, Party Monsters. They had Terminator. That was Williams. But
Via Vegas says, how soft is the Elvira dust cover? Does it feel like microfiber? It feels exactly like a mouse that you would put underneath your computer mouse. That's what it feels like. It feels exactly like that.
Yeah, that's premium, man. That's premium. That's premium. I mean, it's meant to sit on a $15,000 pinball table. I mean,
better be freaking nice, right?
No garbage there.
It's about the only thing I can afford over at Steam or Stern. Stern's so expensive.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the only thing I can afford over on
Hey man,
Stern.
I go to free play arcades and play them, and the good thing about that is when they break, it's not my problem.
Yeah, there you go.
But I mean, I do love pinball, and I will always support playing pinball on location. And you know what? I can play too. I mean, you'd be surprised how good I am at pinball when I play. I'm not afraid to nudge a table.
Up hands. If you were part fly, you would kill at pinball. Flies see up to 250 frames per second. Wow.
Yeah, Papa Brad's the heavyweight at home arcade. If you saw my video today, you'll see that.
We'll see it.
Yeah.
I know you got to post it up on your channel, but
everything in pinball is expensive. Gregory is right. Yeah. Look at this. This is a class act. High Scores on Tap just gifted 5 memberships.
Thanks, High Score on Tap.
Thank
you so much, Megan. San Juan got one. All right. Thor Casey got one. Jim B got one. All right. Papa Brad Live got one.
What?
Sam's Arcade got one. Woo! I know all these people. All right. Thanks, High Scores on Tap for this 5.
Thank you. Papa Brad Live needed one. Thank you.
Man, we all. I knew everybody got
$50 for some beer can glasses. $25. You know what, Team McCloskey? It is expensive to get those made. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Maybe full screen. Full screen, Team McCloskey. Full screen. Full screen. Look at this. Look at this beautiful pint glass with the Team McCloskey logo.
Look, I got Papa Brad on mine.
Look at that. I mean, it does suck. These are expensive to make. I mean,
yeah, they're not cheap, but I said I dropped. Remember, I told you I dropped.
I know. I mean, this thing's been through like the dishwasher like 100 times too. Yeah, it's like every time I'm getting a drink at my house, I'm drinking out of these pint glasses. So I mean, there's something to be said. They're at least good quality. You know what I mean? They're not. I
dropped mine in this.
They're not cheap, but they're good quality. I mean, I could vouch for that. Nothing's. I mean, if it's made it through the dishwasher as many times as these have, that's pretty amazing.
Well, I dropped mine in the sink, man. It bounced. It did not break though. It bounced.
Yeah. Well, don't drop it on the concrete floor in my house because it'll break. But we got Ray De La Torre. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, Ray. Welcome to the stream. Cheers, brother.
Cheers. Yeah, my sink is ceramic, so it was not a soft material that hit and it bounced.
Did I mention this on the show? Team McCloskey. Look what my wife got me.
Who's watching me? I feel like somebody's watching me. Yeah, who's watching me?
This in my room.
I forgot that.
So, I'm under the watchful eye now. So look out. Look out. You know,
eyes There's a camera in there. There's a camera in there.
Illuminati. The eyes are on you.
Hey, thanks, Jason.
I'm gonna put this right here.
Andy's game room. Mike got one.
All right.
Look, Jason got one for himself. That's so weird.
Man, I'm drinking some delicious H2O and a McCloskey pint glass.
Nice. Kurt Mason got one.
How about you? What you drinking? What you drinking? Zero Cool. Welcome to the stream.
I'm drinking waters. Thanks, Jason, for that 5 gifts. Thank you.
I'd like to thank all of our moderators for doing such an awesome job.
I can dig it, suckers.
We appreciate you all.
Yeah, it's so funny that Jason gifted himself a membership. That's so funny. I've never seen that before where the person gifted and actually got it. That's funny. Oh yeah, some dancing, more dancing. Yeah, I cut it down though, man. I cut it down because of Papa Brad. He said it's being too much. It was going on too
forever. Man. You're getting too old for all that dancing, Team McCloskey. It's too much. I tell you. It's too much.
Look how quick it is now, man. Boom.
Too much.
5 seconds.
It's too much.
Papa's voice sounds better tonight. Yep.
Hey, look, I'm in pinball mode.
Rocks.
This is how I stream pinball. Look.
Yep.
There it is. There's my ugly mug. That's the scary look.
Yeah. My dog just ran out of the room.
I know, man. That'll chase people out of the room. Evacuate.
Rum on the rocks for Zero Cool.
Rum on the rocks. That's a good
I got no rocks. I got no ice. I just got plain old waters.
Yeah.
Lucky me. High Score said we need a sassy video for the chat money. But yeah, I could put something together there.
Yeah, just don't make the potty mouth sassy.
She was thirsty that day, man. She was thirsty.
She was.
She's like right there, right in this bowl.
That is a T. McCloskey masterpiece short. That one's going to live on forever.
Unnecessary language. I got.
What's Angry Orchard? Andy's game room said he can't stand actual beer.
You ever had Angry Orchard?
Like a cider?
Yeah,
I'm sure
they're good.
Yeah.
You should try one. They have like different flavors now.
I love these drinks. One of them was called Schofferhofer. And there was this other one. It was like a grapefruit beer. Schofferhofer. And all the grocery stores around me stopped carrying it. They had it for a while, and I really loved it. And then they pulled the rug from underneath me. T. McCloskey. I can't find it anywhere.
What? That's right. I think you were saying that.
I used to love Schofferhofer. And there was another one too. I forgot what it's called, but it's really good. But
I wonder if people weren't buying it, so that people weren't.
I was buying it.
Stock it.
Yeah, maybe it was just me buying it. I don't know.
Well, you can always ask, man. Sometimes I asked.
Yeah, I might have to ask at the grocery store, see if they can pick it back up.
Because the one grocery store I used to go to all the time, I asked someone like, "Hey, can I, suggest you getting a beer in?" And they actually said, "Yeah," and they actually got it in. I can't remember what it was now, but
yeah, that's cool.
They actually, and I wasn't the only one that bought it because I I freaking asked to get it in, man. It kept selling out. It's like, damn it, I can't even get it.
Yeah,
I'm
I'd
gonna
like
ask
to say
for it.
a huge welcome back for one of the biggest friends of the channel, Hobby Hands. It's great to see you, Hobby Hands. We miss seeing you. I'm so glad to see you back watching Arcade Talk. We're so glad you're here. Have you missed Hobby Hands? He hasn't been in our streams in a little while.
Yeah, it's been a couple.
I'm glad
last couple of them. It's not.
Yeah, I missed a few.
Been a while. He's busy. He's busy, man. Hobby Hand's always busy over there. Hobby Hands
selling Arcade 1-ups was a bit of a crawl. I mean, like, have you sold any, T. McCloskey? Arcade 1-ups?
Nah.
You sold any?
No.
The first one I sold was Pac-Man, and it went the fastest.
Hey, that's what I got back there. I'm going to sell. Would be the Pac-Man.
Yeah,
so I should be okay for.
Don't list it as Dig Dug. List it as a Pac-Man.
Yeah, but I still got the Pac-Man marquee up there.
Yeah, you could always keep the Dig Dug thing. Do it as a giveaway on your channel for someone that appreciates Dig Dug. But actually, it will sell faster as a Pac-Man. I guarantee it. The Pac-Man was the first to go. Someone drove like for an hour and a half to get my Pac-Man.
I would have to take my waterfall control deck off of it. If I do sell that, I'll take the control deck off because I have that waterfall control deck.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Pac-Man. I'll put it on Mr. Do.
I did like that cab. That one was one of the ones I liked. But
if I get another pinball, I have to get rid of it because I don't have any other room. Well, I do have some more room. I could probably put one right next to Dig Dug. I have some space over there. Can't see it, but I have my shelf with my New Wave toys on them, but I can move that. I need to put shelves on the wall. I really want to put one long shelf up above all my cabinets.
That'd be nice.
And put stuff up there and maybe put the New Wave toys up there and some of my lightsabers up there. One of these days, I'll get to that one. One of these days, Papa Brad. One of these days. Jason said, well, Hobby Hands did say he's having a hard time selling, or people are not buying Arcade 1-ups in his area. He did said I sold Mortal Kombat.
Dude, I sold a ton of Arcade 1-ups. I cleaned house.
But look at that. He says
I still got 3 though, but I love the 3 that I got. But I cleaned house.
Hobby Hands says no takers on Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man in his area.
Wow,
that's surprising.
That is surprising. Those are popular titles.
Yeah. Which one do you have, Hobby Hands? Do you have the black Miss Pac-Man or the blue one?
Jason says he sold 4 cabs in 2023. Nice. The worst selling cabs for me were Big Blue was surprisingly hard to sell. It was one of the last ones out. Big Blue was really slow, and so was Ridge Racer. But
high scores on Tap asks, what should the Legends HD sell for? Talking the ALUs or the ALP Legends?
Yeah, I don't know which one.
I do.
Sure. I never see them on Facebook Marketplace near me.
I was just on Facebook yesterday and I saw like 8 ALPs on there.
Wow.
The cheapest one was 500. The most expensive one was 700. Most of them were right around 600, 650. But yeah, I saw about 8 up there in my area. It tells me those people probably want the 4K, man.
Yeah.
For a while there, I didn't see any, but I was just up there yesterday. I was like, damn, there's quite a few up here right now. Gregory said I sold an OG Golden Tee and bought 2 iArcades. Was the best move I ever made. The trackball was great, but that screen was awful.
Yeah. The original iArcades have even more coming. They have Glenn is making an amazing box that's going to connect up to the iArcade. So now you have the mystery encoder solution, which basically about 90% of MAME will run on it. Guess what they just released today for iArcade? I'm not supposed to be talking. This is top secret stuff.
No, top secrets.
Would you be surprised if Tekken was running on the iArcade right now? Tekken?
Nah, I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either. It's not that hard to run. You can run Tekken on a toaster, but Arcade 1-up can't get it. But
yeah, I know, right?
But
High Scores was talking about the ALP. Like I said, I saw him on Facebook today from 500 to 700, but most of the time I see him at 600, 650. That seems to be
really the worst thing about the iArcade is when parts break, you won't be able to replace them. Like, what if your amplifier goes out? Well, you have to come up with a different solution. It's not that you couldn't fix it, but
so the amp goes out. That's it, then, right? No speaker,
because you can run through the headphone jack.
Oh, it does have a headphone jack.
Yeah, you could just run like some Logitech speakers through the headphone jack. And
Oh,
you'd
that's
be
true.
fine.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Yeah.
you know, the thing is, like, there's no new hardware.
Nope.
Well, there is what there is, and when it's gone forever, you know.
Yep.
So iArcade surprisingly might be one of the ones that might actually go up in value because there's so much being done with it right now in the mod community. I mean, they're running so many games on the iArcade. It's unbelievable. It's like if they would have done that from the get-go, it might have been a hit, you know. I mean, I think they took the wrong route, you know. You can't look at emulation as the enemy. And I'm tell Atgames that right now too. I mean, emulation is your friend, you know. If you're making hardware and you're making good hardware, you shouldn't be afraid to allow emulation on it and allow people to mod it themselves and put games on it. Bring your own games is the future. And it's always been. People that have been into home arcade have always known that. Why do you think I built my own arcade, you know?
High Score's got to make room for his 4K. Are you selling your ALP then, High Scores? Your HD one to make room for the 4K?
He said he is just for space. Space.
Jason, I'm going to keep both for a while, but eventually bringing it down to one.
And that's the thing too, you know, like, you know what happened to me with my Atgames stuff? Speaking of Atgames, because Carlo just said the amp thing is a real issue. And there's Glenn said he's gonna have an amp in his Viper solution too, so that's another way.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, it's gonna have an amp built
cool,
into
then.
it. So,
that's nice then.
But
hey, Jason, did you get your SSF kit? I know Jason ordered the SSF kit, but he didn't buy a pinball yet.
We got some comments here. Let's see. We got Zero Cool St. John, a bad CO, might be a nice guy.
Yeah,
but did bad business. I kind of agree because like I had no idea that iArcade was going to go under up till the last minute. So
yeah, they kept that secret.
They could have given me a little bit of a heads up since I was basically one of their people that talked about it. Most people didn't talk about iArcade except for there was a few channels, but I mean, it is what it is. You know, they tried. I think they shot for the stars, and they, you know, it just didn't make it. You know, but it wasn't necessarily a bad thing. You know.
No, it's too expensive. They should have went for something smaller first and worked up to that. But yeah, they should have came out with like just a control.
They started with a failed model. I mean, they thought they were going to be PlayStation, and
what they should have did is
they thought too big. I mean, like you can't sell enough games to make that hardware.
It's too expensive.
Hardware, they were selling those cabinets for like $350 at retail.
Yeah.
And like when you look at what you got for your money, it's like there's no way that was $350 worth of technology. I mean, that was way above what anyone else was offering. But that's neither here nor there. iArcade, it's dead.
What it is.
I mean, it's alive with modding, the modding community, but there will be no new hardware. There'll be things you can mod it with, like Glenn's great solution, like the mystery encoder solution, but there's nothing new coming. But there is like all the games that we ever wanted, I mean, they got them all. I mean, it's crazy. They lost, but they won. You know what I mean?
Well, iArcade lost, that's for sure.
iArcade lost, the company lost, but the users, talking about the people that held on to their iArcade. Michael B bought another iArcade. What does that tell you, T. McCloskey? One of the biggest arcade one-up YouTube influencers goes out and buys an iArcade used. What does that tell you, T. McCloskey? It tells you the iArcade's still pretty damn good, doesn't it?
Yeah, people still want them.
And they're rare. Like, I'm honestly, I look at the Facebook marketplace, I never see iArcade. It's just a bunch of arcade one-ups. But
yeah, you see one-ups everywhere. And it's still funny, man. Some people still
that's not unusual though, because arcade one-ups are common. I mean, arcade one-ups were a dime a dozen. Everyone had arcade one-ups. Walmart.
I mean, people are still trying to sell
the
arcade one-up for $1,000. People are trying to sell those fuckers for $1,000. Like, some of the people are trying to sell the Star Wars one from 2019 for $1,000. It's like, dude, I can go to arcade one-up now and buy it cheaper than that. Why? What are you doing selling it for $1,000? Oh, it's been on the market for a year.
I still feel like I'll never sell my arcade one up. It's not even an arcade one up. It's really a B Kong's
it's not
modded.
arcade
It's not an arcade one up. It's an arcade one up shell, but I still love it. That
PCB
cabinet will
modded.
never go for sale. The only thing that would make me get rid of that is if it breaks and I can't fix it.
Just like my Mr. Do back there's not a
It's never going to go on the block, you know. That one's got a permanent spot, you know.
Only thing original to my Mr. Do is just the monitor. That's it. Everything else I replaced. The monitor is the only thing left on my Mr. Do. That's an iArcade. But at least it has a good monitor in there. That's about the only thing they really had was the good monitors. And then they tried to go away from them. They tried to cheap it out.
I know. It's like one step forward, two steps back.
Yeah.
You know? Mike Hawkhurt said iArcade is still the beast and the best. Yep. But T. McCloskey, it's only good if you play games. That's all it's good for. Like if you play arcade games, I mean, that's the only thing it's good for.
Yep.
But you got to learn a little bit, you know, if you're not afraid to learn how to hack a little bit. It's all out there, you know.
Yeah, it's all out there now.
I actually won the B Kongs. Someone won it, and they gifted it to me. I think it might have been Hobby Hands. That was a long time ago. And it still cost me quite a bit of money to get it shipped and everything sent, but it was a good experience.
How much was charging for those Star Wars mods? I don't think it was a whole lot, was it?
It was pretty much.
Was it? What was it? 500 or less?
It might have. I don't know. I have to look. Into
I remember. I used to know what the price was. I can't remember anymore though.
I know. I had the original cap, and I think like just my shipping and stuff was like $300 or $400. But that was without him paying the modding fee. You know, he did it for free. So
yeah. Zero Cool says, "Why doesn't Buy Stuff Store do anything with the iArcade?" I think it's just because you got two people doing something with it already. And
it's too small of a base.
Yeah.
The base is too small. There's not, I mean, Atgames is a big base, and our iArcade was a tiny like niche almost. Yeah. It's a niche within a niche. So
not enough money in it for them.
Look out YouTube, because let's face it, Atgames is a much bigger company. It's just the way it is. It's the way it always was. Arcade 1-Up's even bigger. But I mean, it is what it is, you know.
And hopefully, the Atgames keeps improving their.
At least Atgames is trying, and they're making new products. You know.
I mean, the 4K pinball for most of them. Yeah, a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's just a modded ALP." It's totally different. It's all new stuff.
Oh man.
I read off your list the last stream. I mean, everything's brand new in that thing. In this 4K,
dude, I've gotten biblical with this ALP 4K. I've torn this thing apart now so much. I know every inch of this machine.
Yep.
And I can tell you, engineering wise, it's no comparison. I mean, those guys at Atgames, they're engineers at heart. They're the NASA of home arcade. I mean, this thing is so untapped as far as what its potential it is. It's insane. Once they get rolling on this, and the people that really know how to do things get their hands on it, people like Mystery Encoder, people that are in the modding and hacking scene, and they're gonna have a field day with this product. I mean, the hardware itself is great. If they can get it to people undamaged, I mean, this is a good machine. I mean, I'll vouch for it, and I like it. I'm be honest, I play it every day. Since I got it, I've played it every day. There's not been a day that went by where I didn't play it, which is unusual, because usually I get burnt out. And right now, I don't even T. McCloskey, I don't even have my favorite tables yet.
I did not play mine today.
I got that huge library of tables that I know that I love, that I know they're all coming, but they're not out yet.
I got 10 minutes, man. It'll be the first day I didn't play mine.
Dang, T. McCloskey, I broke your streak.
Yep.
Well, sometimes life gets in the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was putting lights out up near my driveway, around my driveway today. My wife and son says it looks like an airport strip. My driveway looks like an airport.
T
Got it all lit up.
T didn't play the Death Star. And
Yeah.
I love it. Keep it up, trolls. I love it. I love it. It is the Death Star. It's great. While everyone else was sitting doing nothing, they were just building away. For a year, they worked on that project. And like, it's just going to be great. You could already see the roots are there. The roots are there. They just got to grow. They just got to grow it now. It's got to grow it out.
Carl asks, how does it, I guess, the ALP 4K compare to the one-up pinball?
I can only speak for, like, I had the arcade one-up, Attack from Mars.
Yeah.
And there's no comparison. I mean, it's like night and day. I mean, it's premium. It's premium. I mean, and the thing is, as premium as it is, like, just the upgrade path is like, you can get the basic machine. Then when you put that SSF kit in, pushes it up a level.
Yep.
You put in some leaf switch buttons like a real pinball has, cuts down that lag. No clicking when you press the button, pushes it up a level. And you know what the sick part is. It's as sick as Papa Brad is right now. The sick part is I haven't even got into using a computer with it, because that's where the superpower kicks in. And Jason in our chat will tell you that that connecting a high-end computer to this beast unleashes everything. And that's where you move to the next level. But the thing is, it's a open and connected platform. They got to keep it that way.
Yeah,
they're going to bring us the things we like, bring your own game.
They said they're going to keep it that way. So,
yeah.
Because I think somebody even said they're never going to take anything away. Like, if we added it, we're not taking it back from you.
You can see the way this thing was engineered, the passion. Like, every gripe I had with the original machine, pretty much they addressed. It's like there was years of listening going on. Even things like taking the back box apart, like everything just makes sense now.
Yeah.
It's got solenoids. They sound amazing. I mean, my wife literally came in and said, "What you got going on in here?" Because everything was kicking. I had the sound cranked up. I mean, I felt like I was playing, it's still virtual pinball. Nothing replaces real pinball, but like it suspends that disbelief a little bit more.
Yeah, it gives you a little bit of effect, like with the SSF kit and the solenoids and the accelerometer. It gives you
the thing. T. McCloskey, I've had VPX on my computer with all the tables, but I've never. Excuse me.
Talking too much over there, man. You're talking too much.
T. McCloskey, it's passion. It's passion. But I've never had it hooked up to I've had the computer with all the VPX tables on it, but I've never hooked it up to the Atgames cabinet. So I think that's where I'm going to get blown away. And I'm a bit scared too, because I know it's a deep well. Once you start, you could play all your favorite pinballs then. Suddenly it becomes like you have everything. You have access to everything. It's kind of like the first time you discover MAME. You know what I mean? Like, rather than buying a game machine that has 4 games, I got Pac-Man, Galaga, and Dig Dug. When you have MAME, you have everything,
Yeah.
It's
like I got my Mr. Do back there.
It almost becomes unlimited to a certain point, especially if you're into classic arcade. I mean, we pretty much got all the games now. There's no need to, like, people are like, wait. There's no need to wait. It's all available. You just got to learn a little bit, got to educate yourself, but it's all out there.
I can put anything on my Mr. Do now. I mean,
I know we live in the golden age of home arcade.
I could just download the ROM right now. I could download any ROM I want.
Every game we love from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s is pretty much available like now. If you're willing just to do the research to figure out how to run it, it's crazy.
Carl asked, which one is harder, the new buttons or the SSF kit?
Oh my God.
You can't say
we'll watch the videos. Watch the videos. We'll show some videos.
Yeah, but the video is not going to show it that. Which one do you think?
SSF is about a 8 out of 10. With 10 being the most difficult, it's about an 8.
What about the buttons?
The buttons are about a 4, maybe.
Yeah, so
they're a little bit trickier than I thought they would be, but that's just because I'm so not used to doing it.
It's probably just the micro switches, right? Because the button would just be
some
easy.
Things that I was surprised, like none of the connectors fit. They're the wrong size and stuff. certain things were a little more complicated than I thought, but we'll get into that.
What do you mean the wrong size?
They're not the right size.
You're
And
killing
so
me.
then listen to this. I cut everything apart. I rewire the controls. Then I find out I watch, you know what I should have done? The first thing I should have done is watch a video on YouTube. What a dumbass I am. I splice in these new connectors that came with the leaf switches. Then I watch this video, T. McCloskey. They're like, oh, you just take a screwdriver, you just stretch them out, you just wiggle them out.
Oh, okay.
So after I do all this work, like I find out there's a hack. And but you know what?
Well,
Education. Watch YouTube before you do these mod projects. I'm gonna talk about it in my video a little bit, but I'm not gonna talk about it. Laura Croft's gonna be my narrator. I could literally not talk, and I had this footage, and so I had to edit something to make it where I had a speaker. So I found this voice. It's just like Laura Croft. You'll see, it's amazing.
Yeah, where'd you end up finding that at?
Oh man, the site. I had to pay for it. It cost me $8. That video won't make $8. I'm losing money. Every day I do YouTube, I lose more money.
I know.
But it was worth it because it's you know what's great about YouTube? The creativity, that's the fun part.
Yeah.
I don't care about views, I don't care about subs. I'll enjoy the creativity. And that's what keeps me in this game. And I love the people. I love the people that come watch our shows and just it's fun. This is my hobby. This is what I love. This is what I have passion for. You know what I mean? As you do too, T. McCloskey. I mean, that's why we immediately clicked. Like after we had that initial conversation, I was like, this dude gets it,
Oh, here you go.
About the games, not what you play them on. I don't care if you're playing it on Atgames or a Game Station Pro. As long as the game's emulated right, I don't care what you're playing it on. It's about the game.
Video Game Vegas says there are some dealers on Etsy with complete VPX packages for Atgames. That could be an option. Yeah, there you go. That takes some time out of it.
Yeah, that would take a lot out of it.
I wouldn't think it would be too expensive either.
Yeah, and I honestly, T. McCloskey, I love having my original ALP next to this 4K because like I can switch back and forth. I can play the classics that I love on my ALP HD. Then I could go to the 4K and play stuff with this incredible sound system and all the new goodies. And I'm just like, man, there's no comparison. This is it's a huge upgrade. Anyone I don't get how you could hate this product. Honestly,
people do.
It's that good. I mean, it's that much of an upgrade. And the thing is, like, we're just like, this is the birth, think about it that way.
It's just the beginning.
Like when the concert's starting and the first band comes on, they're setting the mixer, they're setting the mix for the bands, they get everything honed in. Imagine where this machine will be in a year.
I mean, it's just like the PlayStation. Look at the PlayStation 5. Look how much problems I had when it first came out.
That's normal. That's normal. That's the normal thing that happens with new technology.
Well, yeah, because they have to be out in the wild where people will play them because they don't get played so much in the factory and before the factory,
And that's the thing. If you play arcade, stuff breaks. Like I said, my Atgames, my BitPixel broke. So guess what I did, T. McCloskey? Did I throw it away? No, I figured out how to fix it.
No, I'm glad you didn't throw it away like you threw away that one original piece.
That was a mistake.
But I got all my board. I got all my control decks from Arcade 1-Up that I replaced. They're still in my closet in there. Because
what's amazing to me is like the thing that sucked with the original ALP was the UI, and the new UI is so darn good. You almost don't need the extra control panel. The UI was so clunky that the control panel you almost had to have it.
Yeah, and you can go through the UI settings fast too. Like you could just roll through all those, all your different games and all that. I mean, you could just roll there, just hold the flipper button down, and it just screws through all the games.
They did an amazing job redoing the UI compared to what they had before. It's a huge improvement, and I just want to give them a little credit for that.
It looks like other companies' pinball machines, virtual pinball machines.
What's going there? It's not the hairy stuff. No, this is the shave stuff. We're hyping up Papa Brad with the 4KP. Still,
hey, what's up, Sean?
Setting it up. The thing about Video Game Vegas, but imagine if when you get it, like they've got all these things fixed. It might be better for the people that get it later because they're not going to see this early build. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, you know, that's the tough part about doing a review on a product that's online connected and upgradable. You know,
Carl says, I hate the look of the control panel. But the cool thing with the control panel, you can play other arcade games on it, like Centipede and bowling and all
yeah,
that.
eventually, yeah.
Eventually, yeah. I can't wait to get a bowling on there. There's some bowling on there, man.
You know,
screen.
It's disturbing, but Centipede is surprisingly fun to play on a pinball machine. I mean, you know, call it sacrilege. Centipede is one of my favorite games. You got that trackball. It's fun. I mean, I'm not ashamed to admit it.
Thanks, Sean's Retro Arcade. Caro told me about those casters. Put those on there. And I love the casters, man, because I move that fucking thing around all the time. It's great, man. It's just
yeah. I mean, they added so much. The favorites list. So like
that's nice.
Right now we only got what 15 tables, but when we get like 150 tables, putting your favorites in one list and just be able to scroll through your absolute favorite tables, it's gonna be great.
Yep. I got 6 on there right now.
I guess because they can only pick 15. They picked all the flashy tables, but yeah, I got on this. Hold on a second. Let me switch my camera real quick.
Get more tables
right here. Oh no, that's my pinball setup. Sorry about that. There it is.
New tables
right here.
Are coming the 20th, right?
You can't even see it, but these are the cabinets side by side.
Look at that. What's that?
The difference? Right, how can you not say that that's a massive improvement? Look at it. I mean, side by side. Just look at them.
Is that an arcade one up next to it?
No, that is the original Legends pinball, but
it looks like was arcade one up now.
It was a space race to get out pinball, but
look how tiny that thing is.
McCloskey. I mean, we said get the arcade marquee off the pinball. What happened?
They got
we
it
told
off.
them get that arcade marquee off of that pinball. What happened? And you
Some
know
people
what?
Want that lit up,
every time I play it, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I do too. Some people want to light that up though. I was like, well, what do you mean? Don't light that thing up and not supposed to be lit up down there. I've seen a couple
it looks
comments.
like a pinball, man.
Yep.
And you know, but what it's missing though is those games like I have Moon. You can't see it good because I'm using my Logitech camera for this like extra little side camera, but I have this game called Moonflight. Moonflight. It's just a basic like old school pinball. And the thing I like about that is like I can put that on. It doesn't make a bunch of noise. It's just ambience, you know.
And look, high score. High score wants to see a mini ALP over there by your other two.
I don't want a mini. I don't want that.
But see, and to see how the Addams family looks more like a real pinball, it's going that direction. You know,
it is.
I mean, look at it. See, it looks more like a real pinball machine. You know, virtual pinball machine than the first one. It's getting there, man. Looking good.
Yeah. Let me go to my scary view. Anyway,
what color are the rails on the ALP HD?
Black, but they're not powder coated. They're a little different, like finish.
They're like a shiny
like a powder coat, like a flat finish on the new one.
Yeah, that was a nice touch.
Every single thing on the ALP 4K is better.
Oh yeah,
like every little detail over like years of nitpicking, they've done pretty good. I have to admit.
I'm so glad they went with new hardware, new software, new everything. I'm so glad they did that. That was the right move. You're going to have a little more bugs in the beginning, but in the end, it's going to be a total payoff. Once you get everything working smoothly, that thing's going to be super nice. And it's still affordable price. You know, you look at other virtual pinball machines.
For the cost of a Mandalorian topper, you can have this pinball machine.
Exactly.
Think about that. The cost of a Mandalorian topper, you can have this whole Atgames 4K pinball machine. It's crazy.
It is more money, but it's still affordable. And it's not 3,000, 5,000, 10,000. I mean, there's virtual pinballs out there for 10,000.
And the thing about it, you know, this is a gateway to loving pinball. You know, I mean, it's all connected. I don't see it as being different. You know, I mean, like some people will get this. They'll eventually discover some real pinball machines like Addams Family and, Attack from Mars. They're going to discover some of these Star Trek. They discover some of these classic pinballs and they're going to fall in love with the machines. And maybe they'll go out and play some real pinball, you know, it's all connected. It's not separate. You know, it's only separate if you want to make it separate. You know what I mean?
It's a good way to get into the space too.
Yeah,
it's affordable. It's affordable, a way to get into it. And like you said, it might lead to real pinball. You might buy
Zen has got these games everywhere. I mean, you could play them on the Switch. You could play them on the computer, on Steam.
Xbox, PlayStation,
everywhere. I mean,
everywhere. Now
everywhere
Atgames,
these pinballs are. So I mean, just brings more people into the hobby of arcade and pinball. It's a good thing.
yeah, Pinball Net's still over a month away. March 29th is supposed to be when they release the beta. So it'll be in beta for a month, which makes sense. I mean,
Yeah, one of my favorite channels besides High Scores on Tap, which is a new channel that I love. If you're not subscribed to High Scores on Tap, what are you waiting for? He's doing tournaments. He's covering tournaments. Go give him a sub. But another channel I love is Digital Victory. It's a channel I watch all the time. And there's another good pinball channel, the Crow Continuum, I think it's called. That's a good virtual pinball channel.
yeah, I watch Digital Victory sometimes.
Yeah, I love Digital Victory. He's got good content. Another person with good content is Biggie D. Welcome to chat, Biggie D. Glad you're here.
Hey, what's up, Biggie D?
Biggie D, the future of home
Welcome,
arcade.
Cross Contour. Welcome.
Papa Brad, he's not the future. He's the heavyweight of home arcade.
Yeah, who can afford real pinball? Some people can, but yeah,
Some people
10K.
can.
10K and up. I mean,
Richie
how much
Riches.
is that- How much is that new Jaws? I think that's 13,000. If you get the, you get the premium one.
Yeah, but you don't have to buy it. My friend Punk Rock Dave, he just played in a tournament. They had like 10 of those Jaws machines. 10.
Really?
10 of them. A row.
Somebody.
Here's the deal, T. McCloskey.
starting to see him out there
when
now.
I talked to
Yeah,
I
you
talked
get
to
the
Todd
spare
Tuckey,
parts.
you know who Todd Tuckey is, right?
Yep.
He said there's
TNT.
two kinds of people with pinball. There's people that want to own machines, and then there's people that want to play machines, and they're not necessarily the same thing. The people that
No,
want to play them, they don't care about owning them. They just want to get good at them. They want to master the game. They want to love the game. And then there are people that want to own them and collect them. And the people that play them, they don't necessarily want to own all of them. They just want to get good at playing them. So it's really like there's almost, even within pinball, there's almost like two groups,
Yeah.
But it's all about love. I mean, they all love pinball. I'm not saying that, but I mean, I would consider myself more of a person that loves to play pinball. I don't have to own the pinball machines to love them.
Hey, Retro Arcade said he installed his SSF kit and transferred his joystick from his ALP. How'd you think installing the SSF kit, Retro, was? Good experience, bad experience? Bad thing with that, man, you don't. You just figure out how to do the SSF kit install, then you're never going to do another one. Or if you do,
I know. Now I know what I'm doing.
When you get the creature from Pocket Goon, you'll know how to do it, Pop Bread.
Yeah, you know what Atgames needs to do, and I don't know if they'll listen to Papa Brad because sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But what they need to do is they need to offer, like, Stern has like a deluxe and a regular table. They need to just offer one with all that already built in.
Yeah,
maybe call it a different line or something, and just have like a deluxe, like the SSF kits in it. Just make it deluxe.
Yeah, that's what I was
saying. No prisoners. It's got everything. But I mean, here's the deal. Here's what I like. I like choice. Like they're not forcing you to buy that SSF kit.
No,
almost with the new home arcade, like the and I hate to bring this up, but the Killer Instinct, the new ALU, like it has the bit pixel, but that raises the price so much. It's awesome, but it raises the retail price a lot. You're adding a whole nother screen,
and plus the 4K monitor on there and new rock chip on that too. All that raises the price, right?
I've been thinking about something else, T. McCloskey.
The license for Killer Instinct is going to raise the price too.
T. McCloskey, I have a question for you.
This
is the out the box question. I'm gonna get in trouble. Hope I don't get canceled by Atgames. It's the out the box question. Choices are good.
Yep.
If they could run, let's say, Addams Family at a lower resolution at full speed, let's say we go down one notch. It's not 4K, but it's whatever the next level down is. Would you be okay with them running that pinball at a lower resolution but smoother?
No.
Why not?
Because you're already at 60. You don't want to go below 60.
That's all about how smooth it runs.
It runs smooth now. It just has a couple hiccups to fix.
Arcade went up with 720p and people loved it.
Yeah, see?
It was 720p. Let's say they run it at 1080, but they're getting like 100 frames a second. And it runs like butter. I mean, if they scaled it, like, when we have a PC, I'm just going to say something out of the box that no one's ever afraid to talk about. But when you have a PC, you can decide what resolution Pinball Effects runs at. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
And what that does, it allows you to scale it to how powerful your PC is. You got a kick-ass computer, you can run at higher resolution. You got a mid-level computer, you can lower the resolution, have great gameplay, play the same game. I mean, I don't really need 4K for pinball. I mean, what I need is smooth. What I need is good gameplay.
Well, it's not smooth on it.
What's not smooth? The flipper lag.
But they're fixing that.
I hear you. I'm just saying out the box thinking. T. McCloskey.
Well, what you could do is
Here's what I'm saying.
Like on
if
Steam,
they gave you the option to run it on
you can do video
resolutions,
graphics. Just put it in the settings.
Put it in the settings. That's what I'm saying.
Because that's what Zen does on Steam.
Yeah,
you can go
that's
on
the way
Steam
the Zen tables are. Yeah.
I mean,
you want faster, smoother gameplay? Offer it, and don't get stuck up on 4K. That's my opinion.
Yeah, you could put it in the settings just like they do in Steam.
Allow it to be scalable.
Yeah, because Zen does it on all the other devices where you can fix the graphics.
High Scores on Tap is representing with Papa Brad. Agree 1080p with better gameplay is a win.
Well, yeah, if you need that, but
it is a win. But here's the thing: you might need it because you're running the most advanced tables. I mean,
yeah,
I'm
just
going to bring it up as something that no one has mentioned this. I think I'm the first person I've heard in the home arcade community even mention this. But if you can run like the Zaccaria tables at 4K and they run buttery smooth, awesome. I mean, if Zen, because of all the extra features, the animations, they need to scale it back. I mean, that would not be a loss. That would be a win if it runs better. All that matters to me is that it runs good. That's all that matters, the gameplay.
If you get rid of the solenoid, not in sync, and the flipper lag, it runs smooth.
Yeah, a true, like a 4K pinball machine's $5,000. If you want to get a custom pinball machine that's 4K, I mean,
I've seen them.
I don't know.
$3, but that's double the price of this one.
It's double the price still.
Yeah. See, Carl says 4K in the name. I think it needs to be 4K. Giving you the options to scale it down means they won't try to meet the standard.
I disagree because options like you're fine with running it with 4K with a little bit of flipper lag. Go for it, brother. Run it at 4K. You'll have the highest resolution, but your game's not going to run smooth. I think having the options, just give us the options. Like on the PC, you can set it to whatever level PC you have. That's what I'm getting at.
That's because if you have a shitty computer, you could still run the game.
It's not about it being a shitty computer. It could still look great and play great, and you could still be you could be as competitive as people with high-end computers if you scale it down.
If you have 4 megabytes of RAM, you ain't gonna run these games very good.
Well, but within reason.
I think it'll be buttery smooth once they get It only really has 2 issues: is the solenoids in sync, not in sync, and then the flipper lag. And the flipper lag is getting better because when it first came out, man, it was like over 100 milliseconds. Now it's down to 83. So as long as they keep improving it.
Say it again to me. I'm fine with 1080p and buttery smooth for the win. Give us the option to kick it up or down. Give us high res and high performance.
But if they did that,
it's called high res and high resolution, high performance. What do you want? You want buttery smooth gameplay? You want high resolution?
They're going to say,
that's how video games work, Team McCloskey. You know that.
Games can't deliver. They have to scale it down.
So what? You know what? Everyone's going to be playing the tables and loving it, though. So what?
So you're in opinion they're not going to fix the solenoid not in sync and the flipper lag. You don't think they're going to be able to fix it? I think they're going to be able to fix it.
Okay, let's talk about that. What is that typically a sign of? It's typically a sign of your hardware not being powerful enough.
But it's not their hardware; it's the software. If it was a hardware, the other games wouldn't play well.
It could be, but Team McCloskey, you're running a single board computer with 3 screens. I mean, let's be realistic.
I'm being realistic.
This isn't like a I mean, my gaming PC is $1,500, and it's
But
just a PC. It's just a box
But look
without
at
anything
Snoopy.
else.
Snoopy
So-
has less lag than the Addams family, so it is getting a better. They're bringing it down. So yeah, if they can't get it all the way down to like 16, like the Magic Pixels, yeah, I would agree with that. But if they can get it down close to Magic Pixels, flipper lag, I'm good. I hear what you're saying, but yeah, you
I'm
can put
just
it.
saying, like, give an option for high performance, or higher resolution.
Yeah.
There's a mix. Like when you play a game on your computer, yeah, you could put it at the highest resolution, but your game might not play as well. If you're after smooth gameplay, I would rather have a little bit lower resolution and have that frame rate peg it all the way up. Give me smooth gameplay.
See, this is what Jason says. The RK3588 chipset should be able to handle the Addams family at 4K. They will not fix it, but that will significantly improve it for sure. Have to look at Atgames history here. Don't get hopes up. So 4K upscale still looks good. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, the thing's only been out for what, 15 days. So
yeah, I mean, they're gonna work on it. I'm just saying, like, to me, like, I think about like what I have on my PC because I played Pinball M today, and I got into options and I was looking. I was like, man, you can really dial it in.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it's more customizable, and that's what I think.
Yeah.
Customizable is not bad. Like having options to crank it up and down is not a bad thing. That's actually a plus.
On Steam, you really have to have a lot of settings.
Locking it is a negative.
What's
reducing options.
I got to look in my Zens on my PS4 and PS5. See how many settings in there. You could set it up like they did the PS5.
Welcome to the
Zen
stream,
tables.
Shotgun Sean.
Because a lot of these platforms, they do give you a lot of options. You could do stuff. And if they set it up like the PlayStation 5 settings,
was terrible at first for the Switch with Zen, and apparently they fixed it. Yeah. So that might be something that's totally fixable. But what I'm saying is like options though are also good. Like having the ability to scale up and down is not a bad thing.
I think they need a model after like the PS5, the Zen tables. Yeah. So whatever settings in the PS5 should be in Atgames. I have to look at my PS5 to see what kind of settings are in there, but I guarantee there's a lot of settings in PS5. Probably not as many as in Steam, because Steam you have to have a lot because it's such a variation of PCs. But PlayStation 5 is a PlayStation 5.
I think part of it too, T. McCloskey, honestly, part of it was the ramp up to this Atgames 4KP. Like they had this long year of like people thought they were doing nothing and they were working on this behind the scenes.
Everything new.
Yeah, and that's why the Zaccaria and the Magic Pixel, the Taito games, they're all going to run amazing.
Yeah,
it's just gonna be like Zen was a last minute add-on. Like I was sold on the 4KP before they even had Zen.
Well, remember Zen's only been around with Atgames for 4 months. It's a new partnership still. I mean, they just came aboard. Right, was it after Cleveland?
It's like they got to get the chops in to know how to program it right. Like it's like Atari, Look when Atari started. Then Activision came out and they basically redefined what Atari 2600 was capable of.
Look how long it took Zen to get their tables to play on the Switch. It took quite a while. That's why Switch is always the last one, because it's like you got to do a little bit more with Switch than all the other. So it's still a new partnership, man.
Everyone's making cutbacks too. Like High Scores on Tap said, Zen had a major layoff right before Cleveland.
Yeah, but they still have a lot.
That doesn't help, but I mean. They got all the tables though. Either way, it's a win.
Oh,
they got the tables we want.
Creature. They got the creature.
They got the tables, T.
Pinball M.
They're gonna get the licenses.
Yeah, they're just gonna get the license. We might see a new skin nod too. You never know. And they're supposed to announce the pre-orders, I think, for the ALU 4K too. We might finally get a look at AO4.
Man, it's exciting. It's exciting.
Nods to it next week, 14th, I think it starts.
14th. Happy Valentine's Day, wives.
Yeah, happy Valentine's.
How about a core puck? Baby, I love you. Here's a core max. Here's a puck for you.
Hey, thanks, Vegas, for $5. 4K should have a performance mode. See, that's what I was saying. Performance like Xbox and PlayStation 5. That's why I said they should have the same settings as like the Xbox and the PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
Smooth versus graphics. So they may never remove enough lag on the Addams family without.
Here's what I'm saying. I'm saying
Voice.
like the only thing I'm going to say as a counterpoint is don't lock everyone into the same settings. You know, options are good. That's all. I'm going to end my argument with that. That options are good, and in the end, all I want is smooth gameplay.
If it could run on a Switch smoothly, it can run on
a Switch. A Switch is not running 4K. A Switch is not 4K. What is the Switch resolution?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if they get it on there.
It does matter because you're running 3 screens. T. McCloskey, you're not running one. A Switch is a single screen, one screen.
Oh,
you're running three monitors.
What kind of board do they have on that Switch? What's the board on that Switch?
All that takes memory. All that takes resources. You're running 3 screens. You're running a DMD. You're running a back glass, which I don't know how much they're using for that, but it's using some of the resources. It's using some of the resources.
Thanks for you, Game Vegas.
ALP's 3 screens.
They could actually read that screen.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Yeah, we really only running the DMD and the 4K playfield. I think they can get it smooth though. I have my hopes up still, but I still think they should do the settings like the PlayStation 5. That game's, the 4K is the same product on that games. Everybody gets the same product, just like the PlayStation 5 is the same product, but they still have a lot of settings. But they might add more settings as time goes on too. I mean, they've only been in it for 4 months, so everything's going to take time.
It's going to take time, man. You're at the dawn of the new day. This is the dawn
of the new product.
Yeah, I mean, you're at birth, day one. They just it came out and they slapped its butt. Wah! It's out.
Well, Apex says, how did that dude on Facebook do 3 screens with the Switch?
Talent. And people that can hack stuff really well, they can get away with stuff that the average person can't.
You might just plug them in and it worked. It's not a 4K, so.
The question is, are the bones of the ship good? And that's what Ray has mentioned. And I'm going to tell you, the bones of this thing are good.
Yeah.
I mean, I've literally taken this thing apart and like put my hands on every inch of it almost now.
Look what Gregory says. Addams family table is overrated. Anyway, I hate that table.
Dude, it is brutal. It is brutal. How often do you play it and it just drains and you're just like, I want to swear.
My first 2 balls the other day drained.
Man, I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'm copying high scores on tap. Sorry, let me apologize in advance. But Addams family, it's got me cussing. As soon as I start going good,
you're always saying something to me.
It hits one of them pop bumpers and goes out on the drain, or it goes straight down the middle. That's a tough table. And these people that are getting these scores, man, they got the wizards. They got look at the scoreboard on
They're cheating, man. They're cheating.
I'm looking at it right now.
I finally hit 89.
I'm looking directly at the scoreboard.
Yeah, I think I hit
490 million, 490 million, 866,160. You tell me these tables don't play good, and that if you're a good pinball player, you can't excel.
It doesn't play good at all.
This
community, I can only get 86 million.
Addams game community is filled with sharks. And Ray Latorre is right. This is a player's table. I can't even imagine how you can get these scores.
AI.
I need some gameplay videos so I can study them.
They're hooking up AI, man.
Sick.
What's your high score on there?
These scores are sicker than Papa Brad.
What's your high score on that thing?
Dude, I don't even want to say. T. McCloskey, I'm embarrassed. I got to hang my head in shame.
I hit 86 million yesterday.
I still haven't gotten the 90 million to get the extra. You get extra ball, right, at 90 million?
Yeah, I was 3 million away.
I still haven't even got the extra ball.
I was
every day.
3 million away from getting extra ball. I hit 86. I'm pretty 86 million. I was like 3 million something. I was like, no, I was so close.
Wait till we get the Sharks when they come. High scores on tap. When we get the people that love pinball, and that's the thing. These are players that are buying these machines. They're not buying this machine and sitting in the corner for like atmosphere. These people are coming to play, and I'm telling you, Gregory, Papa Balls. That's right, man. I'm the heavyweight of home arcade. Let's bring it. Let's play that video before I lose my voice.
It's a hard table, and you'll have to be a nudging king. Yeah, see, that's my problem. I'm still getting used to the nudging. I got to get more nudging going on. I tried to do it forward. I need to turn my accelerometer down. I still have it on high. I did turn everything up on high.
Welcome to the stream, Jeff. Glad you're here.
He was
By
up
the
there
way,
earlier.
Jeff Rainwater. He has a real pinball. Did you know that? He has a Wizard of Oz, a
Look,
Jersey
Rainwater
Jack.
feels attacked. I feel attacked.
That's a kick-ass real pinball. That's not messing around. That's no playing around. That's a Jersey Jack pinball. Big money. Wizard of Oz.
I don't see them doing a high-end downsizing. Could be a crappy experience. Every time you say that, I think about how much dust is collecting on my machine. Get a dust collector.
You gotta wipe that dust off.
I don't have no dust on mine. I got Elvira protecting my pinball.
Yeah.
I got Elvira. Man, the thing looks cool on the black plate.
Elvira is keeping your pinball crisp. I'm going to pinball.
She's keeping it warm for me, Papa Brad. She's keeping it warm up there.
Keeping that pinball warm. Papa Brad scaring people with this camera view.
I want the Jersey Jack, Elton John. See, Vegas wants Elton John, Jersey Jack.
Jersey Jacks are very premium. Like, you know, if you're after premium, it's like Stern on steroids. But not everyone likes premium. You know, they're more expensive because
they're so much more expensive.
They're crazy. They're high end. You know.
All right, which one do you want to show first? SSF Kit or the gold or the buttons?
Yeah, let's go with Laura Croft. Let's go with the gold leaf install. Gold leaf buttons. Let's roll.
I was like, this ain't Papa Brad's voice. This ain't Papa Brad's voice. Who in the hell is this? What happened to your voice, Papa Brad? Got pretty high up.
It's not me. I got Laura Croft to come sit in with me. I felt like I was going to the strip club. I had to throw her $6.
$8, wasn't it?
I think it was $8. It was $8.
Yeah, I think it was $8.
It's $8 because I had to make it. Listen to this. The way it works is a site. They charge you on how long it was. So every word costs money. That's crazy.
Damn, man, that is crazy.
Damn,
you don't want to do a long video.
Well, it was pretty long. I mean,
9 minutes.
Listen to how real this sounds. That's amazing. This sounds just like Laura Croft. You played Tomb Raider, right?
Yep.
I mean, we live in a golden age of technology. I can't believe I was able to do this. This is just so cool.
Rainwater said that is your voice. He said he kicked him in the
I wish. Yeah, I wish.
Caro said I want to see a comparison between gold leaves and Papa Brad leaves.
Okay, let's roll it.
$8. What a tramp.
She got the tramp stamp.
Installing leaf switches in the new Addams family 4K at Games Pinball.
Turn the volume up, T.
Dad's voice is short, so I will be filling in today. Let's get it started. Replace your micro switch with a leaf switch to remove lag from your pinball flipper buttons. This is how a leaf switch works. Leaf switches are available on eBay. Let's
$5.75. Let's mod this mug.
Look at that.
First step.
Okay, what up? Pinball over there.
Each side and 3 screws in the front to remove the side rails and lock down bar. Take off the control panel exciter cable and USB if you have iCade control panel. Remove the micro switches. Take your time.
So far, so good.
It's about to get problematic, T.
Where he says it doesn't look like it takes 9 hours. He hasn't got to it yet.
It's the editing. Getting the voiceover, the cuts, the music.
The
Were they?
Legends pinball spade connector is small and must be widened with a screwdriver so it'll fit.
Who the hell's that?
You do have the option of using the spade connectors that come with the leaf switch as well.
You could just. You went through all this trouble for nothing, Pop Brad. Mr. Rogers voiceover. Also, the micro switch just goes right there.
You guys see I'm positioning it. So first, you got to make sure you have the right angle, and make sure you got everything set up. And then I'll take it apart. Look at this. You can see the solenoids firing at the bottom, and the motherboard pieces that they use, the computer technology.
I did buy that wrench you can buy for these buttons.
I know. I'm doing it with. I don't have the right stuff.
You should buy that little wrench. It's like a couple bucks.
I got some big old mitts, man. I don't have the hands of a surgeon. I got the hands of like the Thing from the Fantastic Four. How difficult was this mod? This is about a 4.
This is the orientation of the leaf
Not
switch.
too hard. Medium. Watch the solenoids fire off. This is so cool. Watch this. I'm going to go inside the pinball with my camera. This is the part of YouTube editing that I love. Doing stuff like this. Something that no one else is doing.
Here is a peek inside the Legends 4K pinball.
Got Laura Croft announcing. Look at that. Look at the solenoids firing off. And now I'm going inside the pinball with my camera. How cool is that, T. McCloskey?
And I opened mine up for the first time when it was lit up or turned on. I was like, man, that's pretty awesome in there.
Dude, I was like, I can't speak, so I'm going to make this video next level. Yeah, man. I wish I had those button nut wrenches. That's probably the right tool. Watch how long it takes me to plug in this cable. This was so funny. I just left it. I was like, dude, I got it turned on. I'm getting fired up. I've already tested it. I know what's coming my way. I got sausage fingers. Absolutely.
Always recommend the button nut wrench. I did buy one. I did order one. I should be getting one.
Small channel lock pliers. See, there's like a chilling table by that Moon Flight. I love having that on in the background. I can't wait to get those kind of tables. T. McCloskey, the first thing I do when I get home from work is I turn on all my machines.
Yeah.
It just gives me so much happiness to have everything on and like living in having the arcade life, you know?
Yep. High Score said this is a must do. Mod to be competitive.
The leaf
Look at
switch.
that beautiful black matte finish.
Here's some gameplay for some tables I like.
Yeah, I'm glad they went power coat.
I think, yeah, the buttons are super responsive. There's no comparison. Watch when I hit the flipper real quick. I go, watch this. Watch this.
Nice Andy rooms. Game room. Work from home and turn a few of mine on every day.
I got the multi-ball. Some Dinosaur Dynasty.
Multi-ball.
How can you say this is not fun? Like this is the shit. This is awesome. I'm loving it. I don't care what anyone says. I'm loving it. Keep it up, Atgames. Make it even sharpen that saw and make it even better. I'm loving it though. You know what I think throws it off too? Filming it. I think the glass. They use that thick glass.
Yeah.
The thick arcade glass like you'd have on a real pinball, and I think that is what makes it look foggy.
Yeah,
the
it might be the
glass
same thing.
distorts the camera. Like I have a nice camera. I have a Sony camera.
Nothing beats it right up above.
I mean, I'm shooting right down on the table. It's beautiful when you look at it in real life.
Upgrade. Thanks for watching. Smash that like button. This has been Beatrice speaking for Papa Brad's Gaming, reminding you to always stay legit.
Maybe I say that. You could have feed a couple pennies there.
Beatrice, talking for Papa Brad.
You could have saved a couple pennies there if you didn't.
I had to pay her to talk for me. I had to pay her to talk for me. I typed a script and she talked for me. How cool was that?
Is that how you do it? You type the script? Oh, you mean you have to type the script in?
I had to type it all. That's the 9 hours. I had to type every word of that was typed.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Man, she delivered. Like every line of that is like probably better than I could have done myself. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Type all that in, man. That's time consuming.
Yeah, man. I mean, she sounded just like Laura Croft. I was like, yeah, that's worth a couple bucks.
Got the British accent.
You know. The video will probably get 100 views. I don't care. Doesn't matter. It's not about the views. It's about the love, about the passion. It's about gaming. That's what Arcade talks about. Isn't that right? Is that right, T? It's a show about gaming.
Yep.
No bullshit.
Caro says she's got phone sex voice.
1-900 Papa Brad. Oh, she delivers all right. I had to put her in my thumbnail. I don't know if you saw the thumbnail for the video.
Yeah, I did. I saw her on there.
That's kind of the picture that was running through my head.
I'm in love, Caro. Jason says, I'm in love with the voice. Like Domino's. I like Domino's pizza. Yeah, I'm supposed to get my gold leaf buttons on Monday. So hopefully I'll still get them on Monday. I did.
Well, you need to do a video too, T. Make it your own personality. Make it your own style.
I'm not typing in my script though, man. I'll just use my own voice.
Use your own voice. You don't need.
Take me 9 hours.
You don't need to hire. You don't need to hire the extra talent. Like I did, but I had no choice. I was like, I had the video. I'd started filming, so. But it's about the love,
Harper says, "Nice work, Papa Brad."
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Go like it on Papa Brad Live.
Did you post it on Papa Brad Live?
Yeah, everything's posted on Papa Brad Live. This community is so toxic that my other channel got demonetized because someone was constantly adding YouTube about my violations. Some particular YouTuber was constantly adding them like nonstop. So, but guess what? T. McCloskey, at the end of this month, I get to reapply, and Papa Brad's Gaming is going to return and be deadlier than ever. So be prepared.
Jason says, I always recommend hiring the local talent.
Yep.
Yeah, nobody's doing LED lights. I'm not doing LED buttons.
I really want the LED lights on the speaker grills.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Someone comes out with a mod. Who could kill that mod is Bobby Vu. Boy, that dude knows how to mod. He's an amazing mod person for doing mods.
Well, some of these pinball accessory places sell those kits for the speakers.
Oh yeah, it, Mikey Yoon. I'm going to come back with a vengeance. It's a heavyweight at home arcade. P-Dubs, you can use our stream name. You can call your show Arcade Talk, but people know where the real Arcade Talk is. It's right here. Passive aggressive.
Insane. I did get green buttons. I didn't get red buttons.
Let's get that damn flipper lag fixed first. Hell yeah, Mikey Yoon. Atgames, step up and fix that. If you can't fix it, you better start thinking about giving us ways to scale the game.
They did say
all I care about is good gameplay. Good gameplay is what matters. And the people that come to play games like High Scores on Tap, all they want is good gameplay. Give them that first, regardless if it's 4K or not. The gameplay is the important thing.
The only Arcade Talk show. I think just number one. It's the only one.
Yeah.
It took me months to come up with that. Believe it or not. But yeah, Robert said that he already did the LED speaker grill mod.
Really? Wow. That's amazing. I need to see it. Take some pictures of it. Post it on Facebook.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's posting everything on Facebook.
There, you could post it on. We have a Discord on the Friday Night Arcade Show. You could post it there. I'll see it. I think. Don't you have a Discord? But it's not for Arcade Talk. It's for your other channel, T. McCloskey.
Yeah, I haven't been on Discord in months. My channel died because I'm going.
I'm too old. I'm too old for Discord. I feel like such a fish out of water when I get on Discord, but that's kind of the new thing, you know.
Yeah,
that's what people use.
I just don't have time. I mean, it's just like, I have Instagram, Facebook, Discord, a couple other ones. I never get on there.
Says, it pisses them off to hear someone went after your channel. You know what people don't like? People don't like different voices. If you have a different opinion, some people like to look at a different opinion as being the enemy. And they'll do anything they can to destroy you over opinions, over arcade games. It's ridiculous.
Okay, what are we showing next? Want to do my Elvira or you want to do the SSF kit?
Let's go with Elvira. I need something to lighten the mood. I'm getting triggered. I'm getting triggered, T. McCloskey.
Yeah, we're going to get 20 minutes.
T. McCloskey.
We got 20 minutes left.
Let's do it. Give me some Elvira.
Okay. All right. Which one did I do first? This is my second one. I already posted one on channel. This is just kind of like, I think this is when I show it during the day. What's up, everybody? Another Arcade Talk and review coming at you. Hope you have a great morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you're in the world. Hope you have a great one. And please smash the like button, help the video out. Okay, guys, just want to do a real quick video today to show you the dust cover, Elvira dust cover in the light. Looks pretty cool in the light. Looks totally different in daylight than it does with the underneath the black lights. Like her skin looks white and all that. But I just wanted to show you that real quick. Looks really nice under the natural light too. Also, I wanted to show you too is I got rid of the overhang in front. So you can see the front now. I got rid of the overhang here. Like I said, there's just like a 1/2 inch on the sides, very little on the sides. But what I ended up doing is I covered up the speakers and the DMD, as you can see. There's that. So now the DMD and speakers are actually covered up, so they won't gather dust either. So I just want to show you guys that real quick. There's that one there. And now you got to see in the daylight. Then I'll show you what it looks like at night under the black lights. What's up, everybody? Another Arcade Talk and Star Wars review coming at you. Hope you're having a great morning. We don't have one of the ends. You see some eyes in it. Pretty cool. I'm going to put this thing on. Here it is there. Not down that far. There. Oh, yeah. Sweet pinball. And there we go, guys. And that's what it looks like under the black lights. Looks better in person, but it overhangs a little bit. Comes down not down that far. And then it just about a 1/2 inch on each side. It overhangs the sides. I think it overhangs on that side a little bit more. Let's get it over here. Yeah, it's about a 1/2 inch on each side, so that's not bad, man. I mean, it looks great. I don't know if this camera you can see or not, but it's definitely reflecting in the black light. See your eyeshadow, your lipstick, and that looks really cool under the black lights. I wasn't expecting it. There you go. There's a good shot. What it looks like under the black leg or face. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm glad I got this. Looks really sharp. Nice. Look at the hand. Glows pretty good. You see the eyes. Eyes not reflecting a whole lot, but it is reacting on the black light. Really cool, guys. I mean, I think this thing's $80 at Stern. It goes with the Addams family theme. You got the cobwebs on the grills. You know, I think it goes pretty good. The Addams family theme looks so cool, man. Hopefully, it comes across on this camera like it is in person. I mean, it looks so good, man. Definitely looks a little better in person, though. So there you go. Got the daylight, got the black light. It definitely looks a little better in person, though, under the black lights. But get the idea. It looks pretty cool. It's neat, though, because her legs look, tan during the day, and then they look white at night. It's kind of cool, at least under the black lights. Yeah, everybody is doing that. Everybody's doing the mod for the topper. Yeah, I want to do the lighting effect on the topper. What about you, Papa Brad?
That topper mod is cool. I do like that topper mod.
Yeah. So that's the Elvira, $80, man, from Stern for the Elvira. I didn't think it was a bad price. Gregory, Steam is new to me, but we might have to do some future videos to promote your tournaments. There you go.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
That's money well spent, T. McCloskey.
I think so. $80. Like I said, I got now where it covered up my DMD and my speakers too.
Dude, I love that. I mean, the thing about Elvira is like it has the retro element too, Yeah. Like if you live through that time period where Elvira was on the air, I mean, she was so original. There was nothing really like Elvira out, There was Vampira before her, but she was very small compared to Elvira. She was small compared to Elvira's largeness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
She was a redhead too.
She was big. She was definitely big.
Yep. Oh, look at that video game Vegas. He said, "Well, you did it, T. McCloskey. I just now hit the pay button for my Stern Elvira desk cover. Nice, Vegas. Nice,
dude. I didn't know you were a Stern influencer.
Yeah, me either.
T. McCloskey, you're a Stern influencer now.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I love it, man.
Maybe they'll send you some free pinball tables. You can talk about them.
Wouldn't that be nice? Don't they send them out and you get to review them a while and they ship it out to somebody else?
That's what they do.
Yeah. I saw the backlash.
Oh man, Return of the Living Dead. What a great movie. Nice,
did you ever see
reference. I love Return of the Living Dead. I love all the zombie movies. Classic.
First time I saw the first
Romero movies, the Return of the Living Dead, Night of the Living Dead. Love all those movies.
Dead. I saw it in the movie theater. It kind of freaked me out, man. So I was like 14.
I saw Dawn of the Dead when I was a kid, and it warped me forever. I was permanently warped from watching Dawn of the Dead. Like
nightmares.
It doesn't even hold up because like there's not even shopping malls anymore. Like the concept of the movie would not hold up because a shopping mall now is a foreign thing. Like kids today, they don't know what a shopping mall is.
Well, there's still some around, but
it's not the same team.
It's not common.
It's nothing like it used to be.
No, but there are some out there that are
it's nothing like
similar.
It used to be.
You know, Sears are still around some places. I thought Sears were completely gone. Store wise, I knew they were still online, but I guess they still have some physical.
You want to become a real pinball channel? You switching?
Who
are you?
Yeah. Like if I could afford it, maybe.
Are you morphing? What is it?
I can't afford. I can't afford to repair.
Bait and switch.
The Elvira mystery box looks cool, but sold out. Yeah, you have to own one first to be a real.
Dawn of the Dead, man. Ray De La Torre was rooting for Roger. Dude, that Dawn of the Dead movie, when that zombie comes out and he gets his head chopped off by the helicopter blades, that's got to be some of the craziest stuff I've ever seen, special effects wise. That movie was just like so raw. Like you could not make that Dawn of the Dead movie today. It is so raw. Have you watched? How long has it been since you watched the original Dawn of the Dead, the George Romero one?
It's been a long
Man,
time.
that movie was raw. I mean, like, that was so much violence in it. It's crazy. But I love it. I love it. But they won't make another movie like that ever.
Well, now they got all the special effects crap.
Yeah, they ruined it. Practical effects are better.
Yeah. More believable.
It's cost cutting, you know. But that's a whole nother stream, T. McCloskey.
Yeah, I remember somebody said.
I remember this channel used to be called Arcade Talk and Star Wars Reviews, and we would talk about Star Wars too. But
we still talk about Star Wars.
We still
talked
love
about Star Wars the other day.
You serious? Like, we love arcade games and we love Star Wars. Are you serious?
Hobby Hands just saw it 6 months ago. You're Dawn of the Dead. Yeah, it's been a long time since I bought it. But yeah, 30 years ago, somebody said that actors will be replaced with not AI, but
Was that George Lucas?
No, it was like I forget who it was who said it. But yeah, it wasn't nobody in the industry. It was somebody like in the news or something. They said eventually one day they will not have to pay actors. They'll look like real people, but they will just be AI basically.
Arcade Star Wars and Elvira. Hell yeah. That's what I'm all about.
Rainwater
loves Star Wars. Commander Data was his favorite. I think you got it mixed up there. I'm dropping Atgames buttons.
Don't throw them away.
No, I'm not throwing them away.
Never know. Something might break.
Yep.
Video Game Vegas says, I guess I really love Star Wars since I pre-ordered the Apple Vision Pro just to watch Star Wars on Tatooine.
It's a nice button. It's like a Samwa type button. It's a good button. Leaf switches are better, though. In case you're wondering, leaf switches are better. But this is a good button. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just this is an arcade button. The leaf switch is a pinball button, but it is a good button.
Oh, I scored.
Reminds me of what iArcade was using. Very similar. Good quality.
Who likes Jar Jar Binks out there?
Dude, I pity the fool.
High Scores on Tap likes Jar Jar.
Hello, gamers. Does he?
Yeah, he says right there, Jar Jar Binks. Sorry, I like him. There he is.
Each their own.
Yeah. I liked him when I first saw him. I thought he was okay, but then it got old like really quick.
I remember when I saw Attack from the Clones. I mean, T. McCloskey, they were coming off of Return of the Jedi. Yep. You got Princess Leia in a bikini. I mean, how are you going to beat that? They got the Death Star getting blown up again. All that craziness in Return of the Jedi. You got gangsters with Jabba the Hutt. You got Jar Jar. You got Darth Vader. Doing the ultimate heel turn, from being the villain to being the hero. It's like, how do you beat that? I mean, then we had Attack from the Clones. But I mean, the thing is, the thing that's funny about Star Wars, it's like if you grew up in the 90s or 2000s, that might be your jam, It's like the different generations that grew up with Star Wars, they love the movies that came out when they were growing up. But that being said, I mean, original trilogy for me. That's it.
Yeah. Cross Contour says
that's Star Wars
and the Jedi. Darth Vader gets
Return of the Jedi. It was almost a perfect trilogy.
Yeah, I think it was perfect.
It was close to perfect. Yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. The original Star Wars trilogy. It's a beautiful, beautiful, epic story. Science fiction done right. Good writing. Good story. Good plot twists. Everything about it's good. Good actors.
Yeah.
And
then Disney steps in. But
I mean, The Mandalorian's not too bad. I still like Baby Yoda.
Do you see Andor yet?
I have not watched. But guess what, T. McCloskey? I'm going to make it my mission to watch Andor this week.
I think you'll like that.
I did watch Ahsoka, and I did not hate it. I'm surprised. No, I did not put the microscope of it as being like a original Star Wars. I looked at it as an original work, and as an original work, I did not hate it.
It's almost like they were trying to bring the cartoon series to real life.
It was good. It was different, but it was good.
I think they set up I think somebody said they were going to do season 2. They did end it like they could do a season 2. They need to bring Baby Yoda back in there.
Yeah.
because it's in the same timeline
Yeah.
as Mandalorian.
I'm kind of poor. I got the dollar store Disney Plus. It plays commercials when I watch the shows.
Yeah, same here.
Do you have that? Because I didn't know. My wife subscribes for us, so like I'm watching to get the commercials. But I don't care. Doesn't matter. It's still the same stuff.
Because they don't put too many. I think there's only 3 commercials in there or something.
It's not too bad, but
it's not
it
bad.
does break the flow.
But sometimes I need to break the flow because I always watch these all at one time, and then I'll get up and I got to go eat something. It's like commercial. I can go get something to eat, man, or get something to drink.
Yeah, I do like watching these epic shows on your TV. Like it used to be a movie, now it's a TV show. I do like that. More of that.
Oh, remember 2025 Mandalorian is going to be on big screen.
Yeah, I like original Star Trek, the original Star Trek, and I like the original Star Wars trilogy. That's my favorite sci-fi. Love the original Star Trek. Every episode.
Watched them so many times.
Every day after school, I would watch those. Just loved everything about Star Trek.
No, Klingons are coming. Spock.
It's like
so bad.
It's so bad. It's good though. It
was just him.
I love Captain Kirk.
He was on the
Captain
one.
Kirk is Star Wars.
You could tell he was reading the script. Let's go, Spock.
Mikey Yoon says he worked with John Cho, who played Sulu on Star Trek. That's cool.
Well, that's neat.
You know what I liked about Star Trek? It broke the mold. Like it was so diverse. Like it had a diverse crew. It was like that's what the future should be like. Like what the original Star Trek was like. Everyone working together. Yeah,
I didn't like it. I didn't really watch a lot of the Next Generation Star Trek.
And if you were a guy with a red shirt, you're probably going to die or get zapped or get eaten by an alien.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Remember this character
going to die.
This is the disposable character.
It's like other characters like, I don't want to say by that guy. He's going to die.
Yeah, this guy here, he's cannon fodder.
He's going to die in this episode.
Get Spock or Kirk, but this guy.
Yeah, you always knew he was going to die because somebody knew.
I love the original Star Trek. I mean, the writing was so good. I mean, it's crazy. Quentin Tarantino is a huge fan of Star Trek. Imagine if Quentin Tarantino's last movie is Star Trek, like his version. How cool would that be?
I'd love to see that.
Can you imagine what Tarantino would do to Star Trek?
And it'd be
I don't think he would ruin it. I think he would elevate it.
I don't think he would either. I think it would be awesome.
The thing about Tarantino, he has a love of these movies. Like when he did Kung Fu movies with Kill Bill 1 and 2, he has a love of the genre. So he gets it when he makes the movie. I think a Tarantino Star Trek would be amazing. I don't know if we'll ever see it in our lifetime, but
nah, probably not. That'd be cool though. Andy's game room saw the original Star Wars 13 times. I saw it like 7 or 8.
I remember there were lines around the block when Star Wars was out the movies. Lines.
I remember one time waiting out, and the line was so long we had to be on the pavement in like July. Oh, we're sweating our asses off.
And they thought that movie was going to be a bomb. I thought the movie was going to be a bomb.
Yeah, George Lucas didn't really know. He didn't think it would.
That's why George Lucas got to keep the toy rights, which made him a gazillionaire, I'm sure.
Oh, I know. All those
toys
figures,
and action figures
and everything.
I mean, I remember they went into Christmas. They gave you like a card. They didn't even have the figures made yet. They gave you like a card, a placeholder.
Yeah. And George Lucas said he wasn't happy with the original figures.
I would love to read this comment, but my voice is bad. Could you read this for me, nice and proud?
Video Game Vegas says the original Star Trek was diverse in the right way, not putting down other races like the shows today. The original Star Trek was written to entertain, not to indoctrinate. That is so true. So true.
That is 100% true.
That's how a lot of things are written nowadays. Always got an agenda.
I will always be a subscriber to Video Game Vegas and his excellent content. He's like my drive time jam. I like to put his videos on when I'm driving because he tells these great stories. If you've not checked out Video Game Vegas's channel, it's fantastic. Highly recommend it. It's on one of my top picks for YouTube.
That's one bad thing about Disney. Always got an agenda. Always has a damn agenda. Goofy Foot, Mace Windu. Yeah, Hobby Hand said, yes, Lucas went on vacation thinking it was going to be a bad movie. And everybody loved it.
It's like the editing is what made Star Wars so amazing. Like they took the footage, you put in, some James Earl Jones as Darth Vader. You put in the John Williams soundtrack. It's the mix of being able to recognize talent and then apply it. Like the editing is what elevated that. Like there was the special effects, which were above anything at that time, but it was also the editing and the storytelling. So it all came together,
What would you, if you played Darth Vader originally and then you found out when you went to the premiere that it wasn't your voice anymore as Darth Vader, what would you do, Pop Brad? That's what happened to the guy who played Darth Vader. He didn't know until he went and saw it for the first time that his voice was not being used for Darth Vader.
Oh, no, man.
They'd be like, what? I heard they never told him until then. But
you know that actor's in A Clockwork Orange. The guy that plays Darth Vader is also in A Clockwork Orange.
Oh, really?
He has like a little bit part in that movie. Crazy. Because he's like a bodyguard. He's like a tall guy. But just interesting trivia.
Yeah, he's tall.
Yeah, he had that crazy accent. I understand why they did it, but
I do too, because I think he was British, right?
Could you imagine Darth Vader not having the voice of James Earl Jones? He elevated that to a whole different level, and it's all about the editing,
Yeah, editing and movie scores. Yep. Yeah, great. Yeah, that's the other thing. It had a great soundtrack.
You got to get the talent. That's why I hired the Laura Croft girl. I was like, I can't speak. No one wants to hear this raspy voice. Crazy Papa Brad. I'm gonna hire Laura Croft to talk out my video. You gotta get the talent.
Look at Apex says, if I had a biography done, I'm okay with Jones doing my voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a hell of a voice, man. I mean, it's so deep.
I do love Samuel Jackson. He's awesome.
Earl Jones was good in that one. The
baseball movie. Conan. Freaking Conan with Arnold.
Oh, that was horrible.
Are you kidding me? That's one of my favorite movies. The original Conan.
Man, he was so bad.
I love Conan. It's so I mean, that movie is just
unapologetic
and raw, and it was originally rated X. Did you know that? When Conan
for his acting,
the initial cut of Conan was rated X with Schwarzenegger.
For his bad acting. I would agree.
He's
with that.
Conan. That's what Conan is not. Conan is about the body, the physique. He captured it perfectly. I mean, that movie is John Milius. That movie is I'll always be in my heart. I mean, plus the music, like if you just the score alone of Conan is like, he was good.
Terrible.
You thought all the acting was terrible?
Dude could barely speak.
Dude, it's Conan.
Get you right now.
Conan,
get you. Conan will get you. No, because they're probably 5 miles down the road already. You couldn't speak it out. Spit it out, sucker. I did see the movie.
Enemies. Hear the lamentations of the women. That's right.
You're talking way too fast.
Was the badass, man.
You didn't talk that fast though. Conan will get.
Dude, you're crazy. I mean, that was close. That was close to perfect. That was close to perfect casting. Conan's not. Conan is all about like the physique. It's pure masculinity. And they got Schwarzenegger, and he brought it, man. I don't know what you're saying. Conan is like the perfect movie.
Because he couldn't speak.
They take no sacrifices. I mean, they're hacking off heads at the beginning of the movie. You see his mom get her head hacked off. They show it. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, you could not make that movie today.
It would probably be better today because he can act now.
They tried to remake Conan. It didn't work. Jason Momoa was Conan, I think.
Yeah, you can't. You have to use Schwarzenegger.
How can you not love Conan? T. McCloskey, what universe are you really a Star Wars fan? You don't like Conan?
Conan has nothing to do with Star Wars or Star Trek.
It's fantasy.
I just thought he was his acting
fantasy,
was so bad. I should say acting. It was his how he you could tell he was reading the script.
Dude, the guy could barely speak English, probably.
Well, he shouldn't be doing movies yet then.
It launched his career.
Yeah, it did do that.
No Conan, no Terminator. No Conan, no Total Recall.
You can see the steroid trails in 4K. Oh no. Yeah, if you're not going to use this or Schwarzenegger in a remake, it would be terrible. But yeah, I wasn't saying his acting. It was just like when he would speak. It's like, oh, it takes him 5 minutes just to say, I will come get you. Rest of the movie was good. All the other actors were good in the movie. It was just him. But you got to start somewhere.
Dude,
right?
you're crazy. It was perfect casting. Perfect casting. Does not get better.
But they should have did like they did Darth Vader. They should have used somebody else's voice.
Does not get better. Show and tell time, T. McCloskey.
Luckily his acting did get better. Look at the Elvira there. House of Mystery.
House of Mystery.
Nice. Where'd you get that from? Is that from Atari?
I'm a huge comic fan.
That's
I told you.
Yeah.
Look at this, T. McCloskey. You ready for this one? I don't have it at hand. I have Conan #1, the first appearance of Conan in a comic book, Marvel Comics Conan #1.
Nice.
Recognize that?
Yep. Hey,
Star
Texas,
Wars,
get
#1.
to the chopper.
Sorry, the glare. Let me go to the other camera. Hold on.
Now we can see it though. Look good.
Hold on. I'll switch. Hold on. I'll go to my Sony camera.
Hey, what's up, Shane?
Oh, there you go. That's probably way better.
Still got the glare. There you go. Yeah, there you go. You tipped it. Yep.
The greatest space fantasy film of them all.
Marvel Comics Group.
Star Wars #1.
Nice. 30 cents.
This is the real deal. This is the real deal, T. McCloskey. And then I got
Yeah, see what Rainwater agrees. T is right. The acting was horrible. Movie was fine, but the dude was no Johnny Depp. There you go. Shield.
it's the original Nick Fury. Pretty cool. Stranko cover.
Now we knew he'd talk about Thor.
Anyway, I love comic. I thought I don't have my Conan at hand's reach, but Conan, I'm a huge fan.
I agree with Ray.
I used to have the Conan sword, but I got rid of it. My wife was just sick of it. Like I hung it on the wall.
Well, because you're probably swinging it around all the time. She's probably like, stop swinging that damn sword
I get
around.
in the mood, I get excited. I want to pick up that sword and do that spinning, like Arnold does.
And you're probably hitting everything.
Next thing you know, the sofa has a hole in it.
Lamps on the ground.
I'm smashing stuff.
Trash in the place.
I mean, Conan is strong. Crom. Okay, so we disagree on Conan, but that's okay. T. McCloskey, watch this. We totally disagree, but I still love you. You see how this works? See, we could disagree.
Always got to disagree.
It doesn't turn into I hate you because you don't agree with my opinion.
Well, I do hate you for not agreeing with my opinion, sucker.
Yeah.
I agree with everything I say.
It's okay. I still love you. WWCD. What would Conan do?
He would take 5 minutes to say it. Spit it out, sucker. So we just needed to whack him on the back of the head a couple times. Speed it up.
Anyway.
Put your record player on a faster speed. My dad used to make fun of that movie.
Welcome to the stream, Shaden, the 40th.
That's right.
It's all good. What I'm saying is people should be able to disagree without making it personal.
Like
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's okay if you don't like it. I like it. It's okay. That's what makes things good. Like, different is good. Different is not bad. I mean, we're not the Borg. We don't all have to have the same opinion.
Mikey says it best. We can argue about stuff like this, but it's part of the hobby and not personal.
Absolutely.
Perfectly said.
People want to make it personal.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. Maybe I'm just from another generation. Maybe I'm too old, Someone said in the stream, oh, well, it's because Papa Brad's old. He comes from another generation. Maybe I'm from another generation. I'm a generation where people could disagree without making it personal.
Carl wants to know what favorite tables besides Addams family. I'm getting into the bowling one, Papa Brad. I'm getting into the bowling one. Me and Carl were chasing high scores on that one, and I'm starting to like the bowling a little better. I'm starting, because I'm trying to figure out the table. That's why, when you do the bowling pins, I'm actually able to get strikes now and all that.
Dude, when we get Pinball Net, it's going to be all over because I'm just going to flock to all my favorites. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But right now, believe it or not, I'm actually enjoying Amazonia and Dinosaur Dynasty, which I can't believe I'm even saying because I didn't really love those when they were on the original ALP, but I am joining them on the 4K. I don't know what changed, but maybe I'm just giving them more of a chance to play them.
On which one?
Amazonia and Dinosaur Dynasty.
I really like Dinosaur Dynasty now. I've been playing that one a lot more. I love when
I love the multi-ball. The multi-ball's fun.
Yeah, the pterodactyl takes your ball and
he steals the ball and brings it up to where the volcano is.
Yeah, that's so cool.
It's actually a pretty fun pinball table. It's a little bit complicated with the rule set.
Yeah, it's one you definitely got to play for a while before you understand what's going on.
But it's like so funny. You go from like the Addams family, which is like a Drain-O-Matic, it's like it's so difficult. And then you could play those other games for like, a game might last you half an hour. Such a level of difficulty difference,
I've had it on Addams family where I didn't even get to hit it with the flipper and it freaking drained. Like a bounce off of the bumper one time.
You know what it is? It's because Addams family came before they had the concept of the ball save. It's like eventually they figured it out. Like players are going to get pissed off when their ball goes straight down the middle and down the drain. So like they integrated a ball save feature in almost all pinball.
Yep.
If your ball goes out within like maybe the first minute or whatever, it recycles your ball. But Addams family, it's not that kind of game, T. McCloskey. It's the real deal. Yeah. Your ball goes out right when you launch it. It's game over. It's
game over, man.
Game over, man.
I've had it. I have had a 30-second game on that thing, man. Like all three drains so fast.
When it hits the pop bumpers and then it goes right in that out lane.
Yeah.
You always got to use that flipper. You always got to use that flipper every time it gets over there. Otherwise, it's going to go out.
Mikey and they have not said when the Gottlieb tables are coming. They say they're coming soon, but they're not coming on the 20th. So we're getting a lot of tables on the 20th. We're getting all the Zachariah packs, and we're getting a Tato, and then we're getting Snoopy. No Gottlieb yet, but they said it's close, but they're not ready yet. The Gottlieb. I was kind of disappointed. It's like, damn it. I still hope we get them by the end of the month because they were supposed to be guaranteed by end of February. So hopefully we'll still get them by end of February. The Gottlieb. We're getting all the Zacharias and Tato and Dr. Seuss and Snoopy pinball.
Yeah, Shotgun Sean's saying those Atgames Addams family scores are legit. They are legit. The sharks are circling. That water's been fully chummed.
Yeah, their
scores
scores
step
crazy.
Up big time to get on that scoreboard.
At one time, 50th wasn't that far off, man. I actually got it was like 55 million, and I actually hit 55 million. I'm like, I'm going to be on the high score. I'm going to be 50th. I get on there. It's like now 50th is 89 million. It's like, damn it, I was too late. Zachary packs should run fine. Deluxe take more. And
hey, competition's good though. It pushes you. Competition's good.
Yeah, man, those scores are so far out there, man. It's like,
whew. I just want to see some gameplay, so I know like how do you do that?
Yeah, I know.
How do you make?
I need some tips and tricks.
How do you make
tricks,
above
man?
300 million in Addams family? I want to see that.
This is crazy.
Number one score right now is 490,866,000.
490 million. Damn.
MDG.
Ray, no, you cannot buy them yet. You can start buying the Zach tables on the 20th. Wait until the French Connection gets their 4K Ps. Willy Wonka table. I want to see something like that for the Addams family. The Willy Wonka table showing how a lot of the parts work was very cool and interesting to see. Check it out.
And there's always VPX. VPX, you can play everything.
Yeah.
Just like MAME. What MAME is to arcade, VPX is to pinball. Once you open that door and that bell's been rung, T. McCloskey.
Yep.
I don't think you come back. I'll come back.
Yep. High Score says, I want my chance at the score. Man, you'll get there before I will, High Scores. I know that.
Yeah, High Scores is the serious player.
Yeah.
Dude, did I tell you, like, when we were doing the I'd like double my score after
Check it
watching
out.
his Grinch stream where he like talked about the rules, how you play the game.
Yeah.
And then I just got a whole new appreciation for what they actually had done with that pinball table. It's really good. Really fun to try to get through the whole game. You can actually complete the entire game if you get far enough. And then
really?
it starts over. Yeah. It's really cool.
Oh, it actually starts over. Yeah, when I get that
What's up,
table, when I get the table, I'll have to check out High Score's video on that. Caro says Mark has a golden touch, something I don't have.
Yeah, Mike Ian's right. I mean, it could look like a Ferrari, but if it runs like a broken down car, you're not going to have a good time.
I had some good times in broken down cars.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Hollywood? Hello. Night was good. How was your night?
Back in the day, back in the 90s, you don't want to know. You don't want to know what happened in those broken down old cars back in the 90s.
I added a super dodgeball, Hollywood. That was Car O's game of the week. Added that to my Mr. Do back there. I gotta put the other super dodgeball back on there. The one we did, Arcade Wars, the first one, first super dodgeball, 1987.
What new games are in the Bradcade? How about Tekken? Tekken on the iArcade. Yeah, Tekken.
Dude, Beavis and Butthead table.
We don't need to wait. We don't need to wait for the games. They're all coming.
They're here.
We talked about that earlier, though. You could run Tekken on a toaster, though. I mean, it's not that impressive, but it is cool. So, hey, look, it's Tekken.
90s a good time. 80s were a good time, too.
Dude, I love me some Dreamcast. I'm always a fan of Dreamcast.
Midsummer rolled down windows.
For my fighters. Like, I like the fighters on the Dreamcast, like DOA 2, Soul Calibur, Third Strike, of course, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Man, the Dreamcast. Did I tell you that I don't know if we talked about it, T. We talked about it earlier, but I backed this really a high-end joystick that's being developed for the Dreamcast and other systems. But it has a
who's doing it?
The Octopus. It has an OLED screen. Yeah. And it can do a ridiculous amount of saves for your Dreamcast. Man, I can't wait to get that mug. It's so premium. Like it's like goes to 11. I think Mad Little Pixel got one as a review unit. I mean, like if you're into like those Dreamcast fighters and arcade games, this thing is the perfect companion. It's badass. Badass. I put a video of it on my channel.
I have not, Hollywood.
It's a Kickstarter.
High Score says I remember renting Dodgeball from Blockbuster back in the day. There you go. Yeah. Back when you used to rent games.
Rent them games. Copy them. Return them. Don't tell them. Don't tell them we can copy those Xbox games.
Or back when they were VHSs, be kind, rewind. Remember that?
Copy that tape.
Rewind.
Tape to tape. Let's copy that tape. Remember those VHS tapes always had those lines going through them, though.
Yep. Yeah, my dad used to burn DVDs.
Yeah. We all did.
Games. Yep.
That was back in the day.
Yep. They had that one program, man. He had like a lifetime.
Yes, the SSF Kit can rock the house.
Yes.
It's got the goods. I mean, like I've never even cranked it all the way. I think the most I've gotten is about 3/4.
I've cranked it all the way, sucker.
It gets freaking loud, man.
I'm going to do a video on that. I forgot to do it.
You can literally feel like when I did we're going to watch my install video, I think, but when you put your hand on the table, when you touch the side panel, you could feel it like shake. That's how powerful those insiders are. And all that stuff comes into play. It's all programmed into the pinball table. So when you're playing the game, you can hear everything rolling around. I mean, my wife literally came in today and said, "Man, it sounds like you got a real pinball in there." She was like, she came in and mentioned it like it sounded so real, you know.
You can even hear the ball drop off the playfield and roll over to the plunger.
Sweet. I mean, it's premium.
But yeah, I put everything up on high. I put my speakers on high, my solenoids on high.
I got everything cranked to high, but I'm talking about the volume. The volume I can't go to the high because it's like it gets really loud.
I put everything at 100%, man, even the volume on my speakers.
I mean, they kind of got that iArcade loudness. iArcade was really loud. This machine's got juice as far as like sound.
But no, I didn't get any false tilt even with everything at 100% high.
No.
Speakers were 100%
But
high.
but if you get
No
too
tilt.
if you get too aggressive, the buttons you can accidentally touch it pretty easily.
Well,
But
I
that's
didn't go
not
crazy with the buttons, but
well. I'm just saying, like I find myself like if I'm in a multi-ball, I almost have to purposely take my hands away from the nudge buttons so I don't accidentally tap them because I got the balls going everywhere. I get so excited,
yeah,
So I
do
gotta
nudge.
learn. I gotta learn to the more exciting the game gets, I gotta actually calm down and get calmer with the crazier gameplay, which is
Yeah.
the opposite of what you would think. But they're like real good pinball players. When you watch them get a multi-ball, they're still playing strategy. It's not just a random
See, and that's where I'm at.
cluster F.
Man. I'm just
Like
fucking.
they're actually still playing strategy. And like I'm not at that point yet. Like when I get a multi-ball, I'm just like,
I'm just going.
I'm just like, I'm just so happy I got it. I'm just like,
yeah.
But I mean, I need to learn to calm down.
Yeah, me too.
Play strategically when I get the multi-ball, but I'm getting there. Inches, not miles. T. McCloskey, inches, not miles.
Ray says, "How loud is the low setting?" It's still pretty loud, even on low. SSF Kit, man, it's just a game changer.
It's a game changer. I mean, like I said, like what if I was at games, I would make like a premium, like Stern does, a premium, which just has all the features and like a more affordable one that you can upgrade. I think that's a good path. Yeah,
that's what I said before too. It's like you can have a premium where everything's installed already, and then the other ones are like this one here, everything's not on there.
We ready to watch the video? And then we could talk about whether it's worth it.
Yeah, we got to roll. I want
to
be done already. But yeah, we'll roll this and we'll wrap it up after this.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up after this. Thanks.
Let's roll it, suckers.
Welcome to the channel. This is Papa Brad. Today we'll be installing the Legends Pinball 4K surround sound feedback kit, the SSF kit inside the Addams family Legends Pinball 4K. Let's get it started. Here you have it. The Legends 4KP pinballs. Let's get this mug installed. Comes packed up nice in this foam. Nothing damaged in shipping. We put it in this Addams family, right, Chia? First thing you want to do is make sure you have plenty of room around the unit. Make sure you get all the way around it. Unplug that cable from the wall. And let's get this mug unboxed. Here you have it. Snap my fingers. Boom! You got a subwoofer. You got a bunch of bags with all the parts in it. You got the exciters. You got a bunch of cables. You got an amplifier board. And you've got a power supply board. You got some shielding. Beautiful hardware. At first it's scary, but believe me, a regular Joe like Papa Brad can install this thing. So can you. Hey, I'm not going to say it was easy, but I got it done, and I'm kind of proud of it. It was a bit intimidating at first, but thanks to a wonderful video by Wagner's Tech Talk, he kind of held my hand and guided me through it. Thanks to Wagner, I got the SSF kit installed, and I'm rolling.
Shout out to Wagner.
First step is removing the 32-inch main playfield. You're going to take all the screws off around the machine. You're going to take off the lock bar and the side rails. You're also going to remove the 4 screws from the control panel. Once you get that all done, you're going to tilt the control panel and disconnect the cables. Once the cables are disconnected from the control panel, you can take that mug off of the pinball machine. Just like that. We've started the adventure of installing the Legends Pinball 4K surround sound feedback kit. Let's go. I won't be putting that back on. I have the control deck I'm going to put on. Take the glass off. Be very careful lifting.
I didn't throw that control deck away, T.
Don't pry it because you could crack your glass. There are 4 screws going around the monitor to detach the monitor. When I lifted the monitor out, I was pleasantly surprised to see it was a BOE monitor. Very sharp, good-looking monitor. 32-inch main playfield weight is 10 points.
BOE.
Most important thing with this is
It's a BOE?
like a day, a full day.
It's a BOE monitor, T. McCloskey.
No wonder it's so nice.
It's crisp.
Watching Wagner's video.
Crisp.
Got the 4 screws out that hold in the monitor.
The thick arcade glass is what makes it look
There's
not
a
good on
cable that
camera.
goes up the top of the
Is it pretty
monitor,
thick?
and there's a
That
cable
arcade glass is
at the bottom of
thick
the monitor.
on this ALP 4K.
Nice.
Both of those
Quality,
cables
dude.
off, they just plug in.
That's what quality looks like.
Two plugs. Only thing you need for this whole thing is screwdriver.
A lot of patience.
Bottom of the connector upward.
Going to the source.
Then you can gently remove the display cable and remove the display from the machine.
Thank you, Wagner.
The monitor basically has 3 connections you have to deal with. And once you got the cables off, including the video cable, just lift off the screen.
Breaking the glass was my fear, I bet.
Check it out. I put little tape on the connectors so I knew where to put them. So you saw the
pinball. There's a bunch of little screws that go in.
What'd you say?
I put painter's tape on all the cords so I know where they went. It's a little
Nice.
hack.
Yeah.
And so I like had top and bottom because there's multiple cables that go to the monitor. So it helped me keep it straight for the rebuild.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And I did use the little plastic baggie trick from Wagner's to put all the screws in.
I
was a
saw
good
that.
trick.
I saw that.
And
Yeah,
people
he
ask,
was
why
Wagner
did this
over there.
take 9 hours? Well, look at all the editing like I did to the video.
Yeah.
And the thing I gotta say is Wagner is a pro. Like trying to capture this stuff, and show it the way he does, it's very, very difficult. I mean, this is not something that everyone can do. So this is my best attempt. You know what I mean, T. McCloskey?
I thought you did pretty good.
Thank you so much. But I'm just gonna acknowledge that Wagner's video should be followed. Is a good. I had it on the whole time to guide me. And this is also a good video as a kind of a supplemental. I would say watch this one after his.
There you go. Hey, well, you did really good since you plugged in it and it worked.
Yeah, I'm just average Joe. And I mean, if I could pull this off, but this is a level 8 mod. Like, this is not for the weak at heart. When I got into this mod, I got really deep into it. I ended up dropping a screw and it rolled under everything. Like
that happens to me. That happens to me all the time. Man.
There's not a lot of room to work, and I got big old sausage fingers, man. It's like I literally had to take a break, because my back was hurting because it's like everything's like crammed in there,
Yeah, I mean, like your middle picture here shows it really well. I mean, once you put that subwoofer in there, there's no room in there.
I mean, this is as much technology as you could pack into this thing. I mean, it's incredible. I mean, like every inch of this thing now is just like oozing with some kind of gadget that makes it better. It's really cool.
Yeah, when I looked into mine, I've seen videos of expensive V pins and people showing inside those, and then when I went inside this one, I was impressed. I'm like, man, this almost looks like some of those V pins, those expensive ones with all the shit in there.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just like crazy.
We got the link to Wagner's video in the chat.
Nice.
Check out Wagner. Massive respect for him and everything he does.
He's a pro. He makes it look easy, man.
He does make it look easy too. But I mean, but I'm gonna say this too: if Papa Brad can do it, you could probably do it too. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't be afraid to get this kit and do this mod. It's not that bad. It just take your time. And it's not going to be like, it's worse because you're filming it too,
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to capture it, and that's difficult. But I mean,
it just adds time to it.
Adds a lot of time. Exactly. It's probably would have took me about 3 hours if I was not filming it,
Yeah. Yeah.
But with filming it and then editing it into a video, I mean, I probably have a good 9 hours in this one video.
Editing takes forever, man. I hate editing sometimes.
I love editing. To me, that's the creative part. Though, like, look at this. I got 3 screens. Look at that. That's cool. I mean, like, that's where I feel like I get my creativity. You know.
Yeah, it's just, and sometimes it's just like I just get too picky over my stuff. It's like I don't want that in there now. You know, it's like
Yeah.
it's
Well, you know,
I'll go
I'm a visual
pretending.
learner, so like for me, like seeing is better. Like I can read something and not comprehend everything I need to do, but like if I see it on a screen, or if I see it visually, it
It's easier. Yeah.
it connects on a different level. I'm a visual learner. That's my learning style, T. McCloskey. So like when I actually see something, whether it's Wagner's video or hopefully this connects with someone, and this 9 hours I spent making this video, hopefully it helps someone make it one step easier. And if that's all it does, I'm happy. You know, the video was a success. You know, and
Yeah, my wife asked me sometimes, like, what are you doing in there all day? I was like, freaking in there editing the whole damn time. I said, it took me 15 minutes to do the video. It took me hours to freaking edit the damn thing. It's like, I've started over before too, man. It's like, scrap it. I got to start
it's
all
like
over.
the way I look at it though is you do what you love. You know, like I do the Carlo Game of the Week videos and they get like hardly any views. But you know, the thing that's great is I get to play a great game. I get to have fun with it. I get to revisit it. I get to learn about it, learn about the history, appreciate the game, make a video. And, you know, when I'm gone, that video will live on, you know, it's great. I mean, I love it. I love it. That's what we should be doing. We should be looking for hidden gems, not looking to cut each other's throats. That's my opinion.
We are finding hidden gems.
That's what we do. That's what we do on the original Arcade Talk show.
Caro's
The original one and only Arcade Talk show. That's what we do. You're right.
Caro helps us find those gems. Caro Game of the Week.
I do agree. He's got good taste. I do appreciate his recommendations.
You just say that, man, because he always gives you all the Atari games.
Carlo, give me the good games.
He gives you all the Atari ones, man.
Give T the deeper cuts. Give me the good ones.
I want some Ataris. Don't tell me this week's Atari game. I haven't looked yet.
This week is not an Atari game.
Man, that's a first. When's the last time you did a non-Atari one? It's been months.
I don't know, man. This game. I mean, I've already started work on the video, and like it'll probably get 15 views on my channel, but I don't care. It's not about views. It's about getting to revisit these games, play them, and appreciate them for what they are, which is, you know, gems. You know,
hidden gems, some of them.
So yeah, play the video. Have me shut up.
Yeah,
I'm gushing.
You're talking in the video.
I know.
I would recommend just following Wagner's video.
Look at that. I'm saying follow Wagner. I'm like, where's that screw? It's somewhere in here. Look at Papa Brad looking for that screw.
Looking for a black screw in a black space.
Almost all the way
that screw. That tiny screw legit fell in there somewhere.
So that was
I don't even have everything in there yet. Wait till I get the subwoofer in there.
out.
See how much crammed in there is.
After you got the power board, after you've got the power supply and the amplifier board secured, you're gonna start putting exciters on the side. Kudos to Atgames; they actually pre-screwed the holes for the where the exciters go. One thing that I made a mistake on: make sure that the exciters with the long cables are in the back. D and E have much longer cables. I got everything connected and realized I didn't have them in the right spots. So just make sure the ones with the long wires are in the front of the pinball machine line, because those wires are long enough. Just take your time. Once all the inciters are installed on the machine, then you're going to put the gigantic subwoofer into it. So you're installing 4 inciters. You're basically installing 2 boards. Now we're putting the subwoofer in. Just clear everything away. Just sits in place. Everything is pre-done for you. Everything, you just have to line everything. Tighten the F3 screws. They go right into the, hold it to the floor of the pinball machine. I used like a little, kind of like a little cup that would hold my screws to make sure I didn't lose them, and also allowed them to kind of keep them close to me. Once everything's installed, follow the directions carefully from Wagner and plug in all of your cords. Everything is labeled. I would recommend looking at the actual board itself. It has the labels on the board to where each lead goes for the exciters. The subwoofer connector is a different connector. It's kind of a bigger connector that goes in the middle of the board. It's pretty hard to mess it up. Just take your time. Make sure that you put them in the right spots. You're going to test it anyway at the end, and if it's wrong, you'll know. Get near the last steps. Take off the back box. Feed a cable through from the front to the back to connect the front speakers from the back box to the surround sound system.
Look how slick the back box is now. It's like
Plug it
totally
in.
re-engineered.
The step I missed is there is a USB wire, labeled L and M. You connect L, the USB data cable, to the motherboard of the ALP pinball, and then you connect the M on the USB of the data cable to the amplifier board. My initial thing after doing all this is I turned it on, I had no sound. All I forgot to do was to connect the USB after doing all that. So make sure you connect that USB cable.
Don't drop that.
It goes from the motherboard to the amplifier board.
Don't drop that, Papa Brad.
Monitor. Here comes the monitor.
Don't drop
Living
it.
dangerous. Living dangerous.
Needs to have a kickstand. 5 months.
With the USB connected.
I'm talking about.
Brad Gaming for 5 months. Remember?
Off
Woo.
again. And
Boom. Let's give out some memberships, T. Bam.
all right, I got sound. Much better. Much better. I like
10.
the-
Hey, Papa Brad. Give the 10 arcade.
Welcome to Arcade Talk. One of us.
This is where they want you to test
Woo,
Nick.
woo.
all the speakers are working.
We
Where's
got Nick's
Jake?
in here.
You can see my hand move from spot to spot.
Jay Cuts.
For is vibrations coming from the cabinet. And those vibrations all
Kevlar's.
play a huge effect when we start from the right pinball machine with the SSF right here inside. Get the effect of the ball.
Hit your B. Scott Norton.
SSF Kit installed.
Zero sleep. This is my voice.
Test. Once again, just
Unacceptable.
put your hand on the machine on the spots, and you'll feel it vibrate right there. You know you have it right now. If not, just
EZQL. Be careful with that knife. King Malus.
McCloskey, we're going to have to rewind this video. I can't hear a word of this video. All I hear is sucker, sucker, sucker. Can you dig it, sucker?
Well, who
That's
gave
all
me
I hear.
those 10 gifts? Who gave
all I
me
hear.
10 gifts, sucker?
You're missing my excellent utility knife skills.
You did it. You can only blame yourself.
Hey man, I got to share the love. The love of
Thank
arcade,
you so much.
the love of arcade, the love of friendships, the love of true kinship, and positive home arcade content.
Thanks, Pop Brad. Thanks, man. We're all
And,
about positive here on this channel.
Much love, T. McCloskey. Much love.
Much love. Thanks for all those gifts, man. It's all about the games, and always stay positive.
That's right.
Stay legit and
Be
stay
like
positive.
Tim's Tiny Arcade in the background.
4,000 subs.
4,000 subs. No one even recognizes him. Recognize Tim's Tiny Arcade, Papa Brad. I did a show called The iArcadians Retro, and it didn't get a ton of views. I spent 1 month to do one. T. McCloskey, I spent 1 month to do one show, a whole month. And we did I think 3 or 4 of them. And they were great. But, I mean, it is what it is. It's for the love. People that saw that show loved it.
There it is. There's a link to his channel.
Absolutely.
Carlos.
Congratulations, Tim.
Yeah, congratulations.
I think he's actually 10 away. So listen, if you're in the stream right now, I think he's 10 away. If you're not subscribed to Tim's Tiny Arcade, you could be the person that brings Tim's Tiny Arcade to 4,000. He's at he's right on the edge, right now.
He's on the
He's
cusp.
on the cusp. He's on the cusp of that 4,000. This is the guy that loves to play games, just like Papa Brad, just like T. McCloskey, just like Nick's Reviews, Brooklyn Menace. I mean, Steps Gaming. These are people that love games.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to him.
Yeah.
I think you or Carlo told me about him. Help the brother out.
Subscribe. What are you talking about?
Huh?
No, subscribe to Tim's Tiny Arcade.
Who said unsubscribe?
I don't know. I'm hearing things, man. It's,
I said
probably the antibiotics.
No, I said you or Carlo told me
Steroids.
about. You or Carlo told me about Tim's Tiny Arcade, and I subbed to him.
Tim's Tiny Arcade's a great channel. Yeah, it's just about gaming, and that's what it should be about.
Yep.
You know.
High scores on tap says I just subscribed. Nice.
Wow. Did he kick over yet? He's got to be. He's at 4K.
He's got 4K now. Was that high scores on tap that brought him over?
We did it. 4K.
Woo!
Woo, woo, woo. 4K. He is at 4K now official. Tim's Tiny Arcade. That's the way you pay it. That's the way you pay it forward, brother. That's the way you pay it forward. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep,
More love, less hate. That's what this community needs.
Hey, what's up, Code J? We put him over. Let him know. Let's see 4K on my end, Jason says. Sweet.
Dude, look how fat my arm is. Papa Brad is the heavyweight of home arcade. Look at that
Look
fat
at
arm.
that muscle you got back there, man.
Dude, you can see like the fat on the back of my arm. This is such an attractive picture you freeze me on. I have to thank you for that, T. McCloskey. That's brilliant.
Like I got,
look at that arm fat.
Look, you got the muscle going like I have over here.
Somewhere in there's a muscle.
I see it. It's right there. Or is that because there's a shadow?
That's my Galaga arm. That's my Miss Pac-Man arm.
Freeze frame.
Like
of
he
all
is
frames, Papa Brad. Of all frames. I had to pick that one.
Papa Brad is a barbarian. I am a savage. And you know what? I don't cower in fear. I don't cower in fear. I don't bow down. You know, that's not my game.
There you go. Mikey Young says that's a Conan kind of arm. Papa Brad.
That's right, man.
Look at those guns. I don't look at him. Look, he's all buffed right there, man. See?
Apex says check your A1C and check it often. Yeah, probably. Thorcade has his eyes on me. That's okay, Thorcade. I still love you, brother.
But I got really used to having it on my original ALP, so I knew it was something I wanted.
Dude, rewind it to where I do the switchblade thing.
Someone I had
That's my favorite part of the whole video.
What?
Where I flick out the utility knife.
Oh, I know. I saw that.
Gangland style. Ew, we just got another subscriber.
Thanks, Thor KK.
Welcome to the stream.
Subscribe.
Retro Arcade Topper.
Yeah, I was afraid you were going to hurt yourself with that.
Arcade Talk. We're glad you're here.
Thanks for subscribing. Hey, catch your wife out here in the living room.
Dude, I knew from the first time I talked to you about Dragon's Lair that you were a real arcade gamer because I saw the passion from the get-go. That's how I knew I wanted to do a show with you, T. McCloskey.
Yeah, it was all that because that Dragon's Lair video.
All about Dragon. I mean, that initial discussion me and you had about Dragon's Lair, and I was like, yeah, this guy gets it. This guy has no bullshit. He loves arcades. He gets what it meant to grow up in that time frame. And I immediately knew that we would have a kinship.
People get mad at me in some of my arcade one-up videos because I told them like it is, man. I was pissed with it. Freaking
Dude,
Dragon.
You got to be honest, man. People hate our Rexer, but Rexer's just telling the truth. He's telling what's visible to plain sight. If you have any kind of logic, it's like he just says sometimes he says the obvious, but I mean, I got to respect the Rexer show.
Thanks, Retro Arcade. I just subscribed to your channel. Nice.
Truth tellers are not popular. I mean, look what they did to Jesus. That's all I got to say. Truth tellers, they're not always popular.
Mikey Young says, Pop Brad, you have tons of Funko Pops. You never show them on your channel.
I love Funko Pops. Look at this. This is my favorite one, though. That's why I pulled it out. This is my Bruce Lee. Look how cool that is. Look at that. He's got the nunchucks. Yeah, Game of Death.
It's cool.
This is a rare. I actually got a box for this one because it's kind of rare. It's got like
it is in a box.
It's in like a hard shell box. Dude, they got a Funko Pop for everything, but this is the only time I ever saw Bruce Lee, and I go to these shows and they have like 1,000 Funko Pops. They never have any of the Bruce Lees, and I'm a massive fan. I have like every Bruce Lee movie. I've always been a huge fan of Bruce Lee. Been one of my heroes since I was a kid.
Yeah, I bet those sell out quickly.
So much respect. I mean, I don't know. What can I say? You know,
Like, I need that
stuff. That's the stuff I love. You know, I love Bruce Lee. I love Conan. It's okay if you don't love Conan's. T. McCloskey.
We
can disagree and we cannot hate each other. This is how it works in a civilized society. We can disagree and we can still be okay with that.
Through my script. I can't do Funko Pops, man. I can't.
Man, they are kind of addictive. Like it started with like, I was like, I'm gonna get like just a few of these. Next thing I know, I got a whole wall.
Yeah,
I got a wall. But you know, the thing is, what
they
they
do
do now, you know what Funko's good at doing? They're good at pulling on the nostalgia heartstrings. They know what people love.
Oh, I know.
And that, you know, you love something, they make a Funko Pop of it. You know, you love Count Chocula, they'll make a Funko Pop. You love Bruce Lee, they got a Bruce Lee Pop. You love whatever you love, they're gonna make one. And I think it's like that kind of they almost have like a Borg mentality where like everything could be Funko Popeyes, you know. You can make a pop out of anything.
They make a Captain Crunch yet?
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, I just went. It's like the new wave toys, man. It's almost tempted to get all the new wave toys, but it's like, nope, I'm only gonna get a few of those.
Yeah,
I got 4. I got 4 new waves. Like,
I would like to get Berserk. I have Qbert.
Yeah, I got Qbert, Space Ace, and Food Fight, and I got Berserk on the way.
I've done a bunch of Berserk content. I really wish New Wave Toys would send me one, but I would love to review it. But if they don't send me one, maybe I'll save up some money and get one. Actually, if I buy one, T. McCloskey, you're not going to believe this, but if I buy one, I'm going to buy the beat up, nasty ass, broken down looking Frenzy. That's the one I actually want because I think it's cool. I like that it looks like it's got that what is it, patina, like that, like it looks like it was used. You know, I don't know. There's something about that to me that makes it. There's something about that to me that makes it actually more attractive.
Looks like it was actually in the arcade.
New Wave Toys sends every other YouTuber a free little cabinet but me, but that's okay. I sent them a message and they rejected me, so it is what it is.
They rejected me too, man.
I guess
we're the
I
rejectors.
don't understand what they're looking for. I mean, like, I guess people that love arcades don't get them. Rexer got one. He did an honest review. Much respect.
Did you like it or not?
He gave an honest review. They didn't use a 4-way joystick, but he still gave them respect for what they did.
They didn't.
You know, that's the way you do a review. He didn't grill the company, and he didn't go on an attack on the company because, you know, I mean, that's the thing. You know, some of these YouTubers, if they don't get it for free, they have a personal vendetta against the company, and that's messed up to me.
Yeah, they did Qbert and Food Fight, the original controls. I don't know why they didn't do it with the Berserk then. It's weird.
Berserk, the Berserk. We're talking about Ghosts and Goblins. I'm sorry, I messed up. Ghosts and Goblins was the one that Rex reviewed.
That's what everybody got that one. Yeah,
he did an honest review. He actually called it out for not having the 4-way joystick, but
I wonder why they didn't. That's just so weird because that's when the game's on there.
I mean, did they even make a 4-way joystick with that tiny scale like that? That'd have to be some. I mean, I don't know.
Well, Qbert's 4-way and it's on the angle. So why didn't Food Fight they did because Food Fight had a weird control. They even got that one.
Apuck says it'll be interesting to see how the final black hole is reviewed. I think that's pretty much a non-review because it's a non-playable machine.
Yeah,
you're really just looking at, does it look authentic? Does it have a nostalgic feel to it?
Yeah.
And from what I've seen so far, I think they're achieving that. It looks really good.
I do have a video from start process of black hole to where it is today. I was going to play that. It's a real quick video.
Was I disappointed it wasn't playable? Yeah, but I mean, I still think it's cool. 140 plus LEDs.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. I mean,
it's just not for me.
It's just like, how do I, I buy all my products. So like I have to be selective about what I buy, right? Just like UT. We're not getting these for review. I mean, we have to actually put out our own money. And like, you know, as cool as it is, like, I mean, it's a knickknack for me, you know?
Well, that's all it is. It's sounds and lights, visual effects. That's it.
You know, if I was a pinball channel, that'd be nothing because that kind of money is nothing to pinball. Yeah. I mean, you'll spend that kind of money getting a couple parts for a pinball machine to mod it, you know?
I mean, if they stay the course with them not being playable, if they did something like a creature from Black Lagoon, I probably would buy that one. But
with a hologram, dude, you know what I'd buy is Elvira. If they did Scared Stiff and the little spider spun around, I think it could be a cool thing. It could be a cool thing. They just need to keep developing it. Definitely Black Hole was a good first choice. It's a very unique pinball. It is very nostalgic, you know.
When I say,
by the way, we did call out before the entire community, we were calling out Black Hole. We were calling that it was going to be Black Hole. And what happened, T. McCloskey?
It was Black Hole. We
predicted it. We predicted it correctly.
I even predicted the price.
You predicted the price. We predicted what it was going to be. We didn't get the exact that it would be unplayable, but I mean, other than that, we predicted it. But
yeah, the hints they gave out was what I knew.
Yeah, they gave us a little bit of they gave us a little bit of hints. I don't think like Thorcade saying it's ridiculous to expect it to be playable, but every other New Wave Toys arcade is playable.
Well, when I say I was expecting it to be playable, I thought it was going to be a virtual pinball because you can do that in that. Other people make a 1/6 scale virtual pinball, and that's what I thought they were going to do. Because if they did a virtual pinball, they could hook it up, be like all the other arcades. You could hook it up to a monitor through the HDMI and play it on a full size computer screen. Yeah. That's what I thought they were going to do. But yeah, I don't expect it to be a mechanical playable. That would be kind of ridiculous. Try to play a mechanical one. But
yeah, I don't expect mechanical will be. Oh my goodness, that'd be a nightmare.
Yeah, but a virtual pinball
in that tiny size like that would be impossible. Thorcade is really triggered. He says, virtual pinball doesn't look like real pinball. No, it doesn't.
But
it's a simulation.
Yeah.
You know, just like when you're driving that car in Outrun, you're not driving in a Corvette or whatever. It's just a simulation.
Well, I just thought they were going to do that because like all their other arcades were where you could hook them up to monitors. I just thought they were going to go to the same route with the virtual pin. That's why I just said virtual pinball. I respect the route they went. It looks cool. Like I said, if they come out with the right one, I will buy one. But I'm not going to buy them all. But if they come out with the right cabinet, like Elvira,
the pinball, I'll stand behind 100%. Cigarette machine, that's another story. Not a fan of the cigarette machine, but I'm a non-smoker. Like that was kind of an odd choice. I thought, cigarette machine. I mean, I guess for some people it's nostalgic.
It's cool, I think it's cool. I think it's neat. I'll wait for the next one though, because they said they're going to start. I think they're going to put out charging unit once every quarter going forward. Like starting this year, they're going to put
Mikey Yoon coming and asking the hard questions. T and Papa Brett, at what time will you be upset that they don't fix the input lag on the Addams family table? Wow, that's a tough question. T, do you have an answer to that?
What?
At what time will you be upset if they don't fix the input lag on the Addams family table?
I'm going to at least give them. I'm going to give them a while.
6 months.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'm going to give them 6 months. If they don't, and the thing is, I know they know about it, and I know they're very concerned about it. So I think it'll be addressed.
Sounds like they are working on that. They're working on that, and then the solenoid.
But in 6 months' time, I will do if it's still the way it is now, I will do a video.
Yeah,
but that's not a threat. I mean, it's just so that consumers know,
Yep.
It's just to help the community, people that are new, the people coming in, they need to know, was this fixed or was it not fixed? But, let's give them some time to figure it out, Yeah, 6 months. That is a little patient. I do agree. But I mean, I think it's reasonable. I have to ask myself, what is a reasonable time frame? Mikey Yoon's playing hardball. He says 1 or 2 months. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if it's earlier, I'll be happy. Believe me, the sooner they get it fixed, the better. How do you feel about it, T. McCloskey? In my opinion,
you got to
the
give them
sooner
time.
they get it fixed, the better.
Oh yeah, of course. But you got to give.
I will say this. New buttons.
It's a new product. You got to give them time.
New buttons do help with the input lag. That takes away a good fraction of it. So
look how long it took.
Get yourself some leaf switches. That'll get you partially there.
Well,
they need to fix it though. Still, it's still not perfect. I mean, I'm not going to give them a pass because I'm on my machine. No. They don't get a free pass. No free pass from Papa Brad. You don't get a free pass.
I know they're working on plunger lag right now too. So
I know they know about it. And one thing is, I do know they're listening because I'm gonna tell you, I'm in the Atgames Skype group. I'm the only one that talks in there. Everyone else is quiet as a mouse till they make their videos. I'm the only one that gives them any negative feedback. I literally was the only one talking when they had a meeting, talking about ways to improve it. So I mean, I'm giving them feedback from the community. Everything you say and hear goes to them, whether they're watching our streams or whether I'm talking to them in person. Everything I hear, I communicate to them. And T. McCloskey, will you vouch for that? You're in there.
Vouch for what?
That I tell them that I speak up and tell them what people are saying.
Do.
I was like the only one that was talking, actually. I mean, I told them everything that the community said. Just laid it out there. And you know what? They were receptive. They were receptive. They didn't like, kick me from the group. They didn't ban me. They listened and they were respectful. I mean, I don't know any other way to put it, but
Saberwolf is one of the people that had missing wooden dowels and the wiring labels were labeled wrong. I've heard other people saying about that, and the back box was cracked. All came from factory.
And that's the thing too. Like the sooner they fix the input lag, the better it is for customers. We don't want to see Atgames lose customers when Snoopy and Star Trek come out. We don't want to see that happen where there's lag and they're losing customers.
Well, the cool thing is the Snoopy, according to Wagner, lag is a lot better than Addams Family. So
I've heard that too from the grape. I haven't played it personally, so I can't really give an informed. Yeah. I can't give I'll only talk about stuff I've played. I'm not going to speculate and give people false hope. But
no, I just said that according to Wagner, Snoopy.
The thing I think people need to remember is you're running 3 screens on a single board computer. That's a big ask. I mean, imagine the kind of computer you need to have to run 3 screens.
They will lose customers, man, if they don't get rid of the lag. But like I said, encouraging is Snoopy's lag is a lot less than Addams Family. So according to Wagner, we don't know because we can't play it yet. But according to Wagner,
Saberwolf, there's no phone number to call. Guess what? Welcome to the modern world. Nobody has a phone number. I mean, I can't tell you a company that I can call and talk to a person. If I do, it's some kind of support center that's, God knows where,
Okay, good. He did fill out a ticket and sent pictures.
Everything is done through electronics anymore, like emails and that's just the world we live in, right, T. McCloskey?
Yep. Saberwolf, let us know, man, how quick they reach out to you. I'd like to know what the response is. When did you fill out the ticket? I'd like to know how quick the response is for that. Because I think the response should be quick. I mean, to have a broken back box cracked, man, is not good. So hopefully they'll reach out quickly.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that's sad is even with all the I was pretty impressed with the amount of packing they put in it, but even with all that packing, they're getting damaged.
Yep.
I mean, I looked at it, I was like, dang, they really put a lot of foam padding and stuff in this box.
It's the length and the
weight.
weight.
Not enough. It's so heavy. It's the problem.
It needs some more padding in or something, or different padding. I don't know, because FedEx has not been nice to these boxes. Some of them, like Saberwolf said, he thinks his was damaged in the factory. I can see that, but some of these are getting damaged by the FedEx drivers. I mean,
Yeah.
People have said they've seen them roll their
Dude,
freaking
when I
cable
came
up.
home the day that my pinball came, they didn't even like they left it out in my driveway, where the cars parked.
It's probably a good thing because
They
they
didn't
didn't
even,
roll up on
yeah,
a
they
porch.
probably would have been flipping it end to end. I'm glad, I actually should be glad that they just like
Yeah,
literally
I think-
took it off the truck and placed it down wherever their truck stopped. But yeah. And it was shockingly heavy. Like when I went to pick it up, I ripped the box. That's how heavy it was. Like I grabbed the handle thing. So maybe they do need to look at their packing, but I'm sure they are. You know, I mean, it's going to cost them a fortune to replace all these broken units they're getting. You know.
Yeah, and some of this damage, I could tell it's forklift damage. Like Apox says, nothing's going to stop forklifts going through a side. That's true. And I've seen
And,
some.
you know, Mikey
forklift
Yoon is right.
damage.
You know, I mean, they get a free pass for a while, but the buck stops somewhere, right? I mean, 6 months from now, if the Addams family still has lag, yeah, I'm gonna have to do some videos, even though I don't want to. It's not about Atgames, it's about the community, right?
Yep. Yeah, like why don't these FedEx drivers have dollies on their freaking on their trucks? It's ridiculous that the FedEx drivers don't have dollies. You know, you get those ones from U-Haul that have those like bands so you could, slide it down the back of the truck.
It's probably because it takes more time. Everything on like when you go to the they are literally tracked.
Ridiculous.
Like probably when they go to the bathroom, it probably tracks 5 minutes for a bathroom break. You know, everything they do is tracked. Like it's crazy anymore.
I mean, seeing some of those videos I've seen from people's doorbell cameras, man. And I've seen the one where the guy was end to end putting it up the dude's porch. That's like, oh my gosh, guarantee that's going to have damage. Saberwolf said, I did get a response, but they just told me to send video, more pics in my receipt of the purchase.
Thorcade's talking about the screens. One thing I would like to see is like for the Zen tables, allow us to pick aspect ratio for the DMD. Allow us to stretch that mug and get the DMD looking bigger. It's not using enough of the space.
Yeah, I did send a message.
And the other thing I want to see with Zen, since we're talking about Zen, they need to integrate the joystick control to be in the nudge and the flipper launch like it is on the other pinball tables on Atgames.
Really?
But it comes down to this. It comes down to like it comes down to like you're looking at like the the dawn of this, you know. I think Zen is under the gun to produce this stuff fast at a much higher pace than they're used to. So
yeah, maybe Saberwolf can keep us up to date on what Atgames does with his. I'd be interested to see how quick it is and what they do.
Yeah, let us know. We'll cover it on the show.
Yep.
Yeah, for the Zen tables, keep them the proper aspect ratio.
Mm-hmm. Well, they could do like they did for Zen's tables. They could do like they did for the back box. You know,
I don't have any problem with the Zen table. Zen tables, the DMD looks beautiful. It's the Zen table. It's too small.
No, I'm saying like for the back box.
It's in the correct aspect ratio, but I would rather have it stretched actually. And I know it's sacrilege. Like people are like, what kind of retro gamer asked to have an image stretch? Well, it's a scoreboard. I'm looking at it to see what score I'm getting. I'm looking at it to enjoy the ambiance of the animations and stuff, you know. Doesn't need to be in perfect aspect ratio. That's my opinion. Once again, you can hate me, but don't hate me for my opinions.
If they just do the same settings like they did for the back box, because the back box, you have that setting where you could stretch full, full 1 ratio. You could just do the same settings for the DMD as you did in the back box. Yeah. Just add the same settings as the back box. That's all. That's all you got to do.
And I don't know how taxing that is on the processor too. I mean, because basically you're processing 3 screens video at once. You know, I'm just going to speak from my personal experience as a YouTuber. As I add multiple screens, it really taxes my machine. For example, like if I go from like this, I have 2 screens up. If I go to my pinball view with all these screens, this is much harder on my computer. I know I'm all crazy looking, but this pushes this computer to the edge of what it can do. The more screens you have showing animation at once, it seems to really push your hardware. This computer's got the maximum memory. It's got the good video card. It's got everything. But I'm saying before I got all that stuff, I couldn't even display that, you know, which is crazy. So
All right, man. We got to get through this. It's 2 o'clock.
Okay, yeah, I know, man. Well, let's wrap this up.
You want to finish this or not?
Let's finish it. And let's roll out.
Oh, for some reason don't want to play. Free screen, Papa Brad. Free screen.
Hello, gamer. To the back to connect the.
Where we at?
So make sure you connect.
Oh, we saw this.
Sure all the speakers are working. You can feel the SSF right here.
This is my voice
Get
on the left side.
I wonder if that's Jason Tierney. I heard Jason Tierney on Michael B. It sounds like him.
I'm doing stand on the machine.
That's where we're at. We're at the arcade control panel. Go back to the arcade control panel.
Right or not? If not, just might need to move a cable.
There it is.
You'll know if it's working. You can literally feel the whole machine vibrate.
Don't hurt yourself, Papa Brad.
Yeah, look at that. Living dangerous. I should have been a FedEx worker. Look at that. Look at the way I'm opening this box like a pro.
Menus easier, in my opinion. Of course, down the road, hopefully, we can use all these arcade controls to play arcade games on this 4K screen.
Oh, this is your control deck.
But I got really
This as a mod, this is like a level 2.
I knew it was something I wanted to have on the 4K.
When I'm talking about ease, this is like literally if you could plug something in, you can do this mod. If you could operate a screwdriver, you can do the easiest mod of them all.
Basically, you connect
Literally nothing to putting this control deck in. You connect you connect a USB cable and a wire and some screws.
Get rid of that box.
Throw that box.
Get all those
I
Funko
don't need
Pops.
that trash.
All those Funkos.
I'll keep the old.
Dude, it's passion. I mean, I love this. I'm loving this. I'll be honest. I'm loving it.
It's wrapped in plastic.
Dude, this thing's been sitting in a box for months.
You can see the USB.
Mine's still in the box.
And
Wait.
the red and black wire that you're going to plug in.
I will say this, and I'm still not a massive fan of the insiders in this control panel.
Look,
Trace your wires.
mine's still in the box, Papa
You haven't
Brad.
even put yours on yet. Well, I mean, until they get
there.
where we can play arcade games, it's not that big of a factor.
Say goodbye.
As soon as they drop it, where we can drop UCE files in this and play them, then you're going to want to have that control deck on it.
Well, I do like the look of it.
Right now, it's not too much of a factor.
Nah. I'm going to put mine on when I do my gold leaf buttons.
Thank you, Mikey. You.
I do want to point out the new UI interface makes this original
shout out
setup.
the new UI. You can actually get away with just the regular control panel.
Shout out to
Yep.
Atgames for
They
making
totally
it
redid their UI.
and I think it
Much
makes the
needed.
original control.
Don't throw that away, Papa Brad. Don't be
Not
throwing that
throwing
control
it
deck.
Team McCloskey, it's sacrilege, but I actually prefer the insiders in the stock control panel over the arcade control panel. The insiders they use in the stock one were really nice.
Thank you to Atgames.
But
In the stock control panel?
yeah,
I think it's better.
I think it's better, yeah, for me.
Is it because that plastic's on the back, you think?
Yeah, I think there's some vibrations you get that you don't get on the stock control panel. Could be that
Interesting.
plastic.
That's interesting.
It's not a deal breaker or anything, but
Is huge.
It might be a deal breaker for
just
me, man.
being honest, what? You really don't need to even run it, honestly. I mean,
Don't be nervous, Retro Arcade. Try not to be nervous. Oh, I was nervous. But when all 3 boxes arrived in pristine condition, I was excited and gave the FedEx guy $20 tip. Nice. Carried it inside my home. Nice. Retro Arcade.
is Add-on X fully working? I need to get a USB drive and put it in there and format it.
Jason says you can still access
I didn't see how you
COX
could.
games
I didn't see how you could access them.
via
Maybe
add-on.
I need a
X.
tutorial, so I know.
Finish the last couple screws. And then we'll check out a little bit of gameplay. My initial impressions of the SSF kit. It's a massive improvement in sound and feel. Really feels like more like a mechanical pinball with all the vibrations happening all around the table.
Yep.
You kind of hear the ball rolling around. Of course, this can't be captured on YouTube. It's definitely
You
something.
can literally feel the vibrations. Like if you put your hand to the side of the cabinet when the ball's rolling, when it comes to that area of the cabinet, you can feel the cab vibrate there. It's the coolest thing. It's like you can't capture it, but when you're playing it, it's a feel thing.
Yeah, with everything on, man, it feels like a. And if you close your eyes, Just about feels like a real pinball.
Like I said, my wife came in and said, "Man, it sounds like you have a real pinball." I was like, "That's what they're going for. That's what they're going for."
With the SSF kit, it makes it more premium. So, if cost isn't an issue, I would say get the SSF kit.
I like that they're not forcing people to get the SSF. It's good that it's like an option
With a quick
because it does raise the price quite a bit.
of the SSF kit for the ALP 4K. Thank you. If you like this video, smash that thumbs up button. Consider subscribing to the channel. And as always, stay legit.
There you go. Nice, Papa Brad. Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love the SSF kit. If you can't afford it now, I would definitely get it when it goes on
And
sale.
the good thing about Atgames is they're all about, like, they always do sales. Just wait for a nod or one of these events they have.
Yep.
That's when you got to get your stuff, when it's on sale,
They Saber Wolf, they should replace it, or at least.
Thank you, Mikey.
Smash that thumbs up for Papa Brad. Nice. Thanks, Mikey. Hope T can keep up the videos he's been pumping out. I don't know if I can keep up. I'm running out of ideas, man. I do want to do the one video where I have everything on 100%, everything as loud as I can go, and then show that doesn't do no false.
Oh yeah,
tilt.
sure. It doesn't false tilt. I was surprised. It doesn't false tilt at all, even with everything. I mean, I haven't cranked it up to the maximum, but I mean, it's not false. It's not false tilting, which was now that was a running change though. They did change all that.
Yes. It's a brand new accelerometer.
The accelerometer was completely a whole new system.
Yep.
They totally redid it before they released it. Did they let it roll out the door half baked, T. McCloskey?
What's that? Oh,
the
no.
Accelerometer. Did they let that roll out the door half baked?
Nope. They fixed it. They knew it was an issue, and they fixed it.
It was an issue,
which was great. I was shocked to hear it was a new one. It needed to be fixed, and they did.
It was good. It was good that the community stepped up, and there was a lot of changes. The off-center coin door, the marquee, lots of things that a lot of people were involved in making it better before it was released.
Add the topper, got rid of the marquee.
Get rid of the marquee, speaker grills, all that. Yeah.
They changed a lot, man, during production. So I give them kudos for that. I mean, that's a lot of running changes.
Shout out to Atgames.
Some of that stuff cost them probably some serious money.
Yeah.
Some of it probably wasn't. Like the coin door, they had to replace that whole panel.
Shout out to Hobby Hands. Wow, walk the dog, fed the pigs, and you're still here. Dude, we like to go long. Are we at Lord of the Rings length? We're at 3 hours, T. McCloskey.
Yeah, we're at 3 hours. I didn't want to go 3 hours, Pop Brad.
T. McCloskey. Is this show called Arcade? Is this the original Arcade Talk show?
Yes. Arcade Talk and Star Wars Review. Look, I took her off.
Oh, no.
There she is.
There she is. Wow.
Nice.
Dude, T. McCloskey, I need that. I might have to do an order with Stern.
Nice. I like it. I've had this for a while too, man. Remember I showed you the box
That's
a while
cool.
back. Yeah, it looks great. Love it, man. She doesn't want to stay up there. She don't want to stay up there, Pop Brad.
Come on, Elvira, you could do it.
What's that?
Where'd you order that off of?
Stern.
Stern. Wow.
Directly from Stern. It's only $80.
Stern. Okay.
Stern Pinball. Right after website. You can't get it anywhere. Nobody makes dust covers. I was shocked because I looked over on eBay. I looked on Etsy. I thought for sure other would make them because it's just made out of like same material as a mouse pad.
Mouse pad, yeah.
Nobody makes them. Stern's the only one that makes them. I'm thinking, man, if I had the money and means, man, I would start pumping those suckers out, like different ones.
Man, I mean, people love the mod or home arcade products, man.
Especially it's a dust cover, keeps your glass nice and clean. They're not that expensive. Yeah, I got it right off.
Jason's got the link to get the Elvira cover.
There you go. Yeah, I do have it on
There's
video.
where you go.
Stern, you just go right to Stern Pinball, and there's the link. Yeah. I do have it on my videos too. I have the link on my videos. Yeah, $80, I think, with tax and delivery. I think it was like $98, so it's under $100. It's a good quality too, and like I said, it's black light lit too. So,
Yeah.
sponsor T Stern. Yeah.
Well, T. McCloskey, I wouldn't hold your breath.
No, I don't have a real pinball
I
pop.
wouldn't hold your breath for that one.
But man,
Anyway.
I would love to make those covers though, man. To me, it's like I can't believe nobody else makes those. Even on Etsy, nobody makes those. It's like, what? Stern's the only one I know that makes them. My stuff needs to get into it. You know, they have Atgames products. You know, they need to make a dust cover for Atgames Pinball.
They could totally do that, probably.
Yeah, I'm shocked nobody else but Stern has those. It's kind of weird that nobody else has come up with that. Good market for Stern, I guess, but it'd be nice if we got one that fit or not games pinball. Because you think about it, it would fit the ALP and the ALP 4K.
Same size screen, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, to me, it's a money winner.
The screen is a big upgrade, though. Like when you look at it next to each other, when you have them side by side, the 4K looks way better. Like playing the same table, you could see a resolution. You can see it looks different.
Can you?
Yeah, 100%.
Huge
in
difference?
person. Yeah, it's noticeable.
Yeah.
I tried to capture it in some shorts and stuff, but it's like when you're standing in front of it, you can totally see it. I mean, it's like it's sharper. It's something about it. It's just the screen looks really good. They did good with the screens.
Yeah. Retro Arcade, I never thought about that. Said that's a real cool Elvira dust cover, but what happens when you replace the control panel for the joystick? Oh no, look at that one, Pop Brad. Ain't gonna be all smooth.
What are you gonna do, T?
Oh, I don't know. I never thought about it.
I never
didn't think about it.
either.
Hobby Hand says Etsy is tightened down on trademark stuff. Yeah, I didn't think of that one, man. Did not think of that one. I might not. Maybe I won't put my control panel on.
Dude, you can always hang out a mug on the wall.
Yeah.
You didn't like to look at Elvira.
True. I could always fold it over too.
Fold it over, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, T, we're at 3 hours, 5 minutes. We've reached Lord of the Rings length.
Yeah, we're out of here. We're out of here, people.
Anyway,
I didn't want to be on here this long.
T, you were like Papa Brad. You want to go on? I know you're sick. What did I say? Let's do it. The show needs to go on. Isn't that right,
Thumbs
T?
up. Let's do it. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Let's go.
Let's do it. We did it.
Go. We're
I
ready.
didn't think we had that much content to go 3 hours, but
We're going to answer the call.
we did. All right, guys. Thanks to everybody for hanging out with us, especially everybody that hung out with us for 3 hours.
Thank you so much.
Have a great weekend. Rest of your weekend. Have a great Sunday. Anybody going to watch football tomorrow?
I'm sure everyone's going to stay legit.
I won't be watching. I don't watch the rigged NFL anymore. Oh
my goodness, Steve McCloskey.
Let's
not even go there.
That's another subject.
With that, let's end the stream before you get into trouble.
Stay legit, everybody. Have a great night. Hopefully you'll have a great Sunday. Hopefully see you back here on Thursday after the rigged.
Check out Biggie D's show tomorrow night. Biggie D's a good guy.
Biggie D will be on at 10 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, always catch his stream.
Have a great night, everybody.
Take care.
T. McCluskey presents Arcade Talk live stream. Arcade Wars.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming tonight. We're gonna do the Arcade Talk Show. Yeah, that's right here. The Arcade Talk Show. That's right, we're gonna do it tonight. Come on, people, let's do it. Let's do the show. What show is that? That's the Arcade Talk Show. Yeah, who's on tonight, you ask? You know who it is. P. McCluskey. And who else? You know who it is. Papa Brad.